crashing.
Mondays when I
It's
play with you guys,
Monday,
that's
everybody,
never-
and we need to stop fucking talking about the time, okay? That's my goddamn fucking job. Stop talking about it. Are you the dungeon master? Are you the dungeon master?
Dungeon
Are you the
daddy.
dungeon master?
I'm
Are
the
you
dungeon
the
daddy.
dungeon master? No, I'm the fucking dungeon master, and the
Dungeon
game
daddy.
ends when I say it fucking ends. You're in my house now.
Yes, Dad.
You're here until I say you're done. You understand?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
Yes,
to
sir.
Playotic
What
Games.
Yes,
what a
chef.
weekend. Well, thank you.
What a weekend. Indeed.
What a fucking
And-
weekend. I can't believe we're sitting here with $4,000 having been raised in 72 hours.
I'm so blown away, man. That's so
Yeah.
cool. It was so
It's-
cool to see.
No, it's incredible.
It's
The fact that
incredible,
we
yes.
hit goal the first night.
Yeah, we hit our goal the first night. Double O started us strong this year with their Super Smash Brothers tournament. They raised like $200 or $300 real quick, and then through ongoing participation with what's this show called? The Extra? No, not Extra Life. Unprepared.
Unprepared.
We got up to about $461, and then by the end of the first game, Friday, we had already blown through our goal, and now we are sitting at $4,000 pretty. Yes, that number at the top of the screen there, over there, technically, that is not wrong. That's
amazing.
correct, which
That's
is just
amazing.
wild. And I couldn't have done it without the lovely help of the people surrounding me. Yes, we've got Monkey Man, we've got Ryan, Red Panda Cola, and we've got, there we go. I'm getting the directions down. We got Mick Arcade joining
Got
us
something
tonight.
in his fucking eye. Jesus.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's an allergies. What are we doing now? We're doing the Wild Sheep Chase, which
I
is
had
an
no
idea
idea what we were doing. I was asked if I
Oh,
would
really?
be in it, and I was like, yes. I had no fucking idea what it was.
Excellent. Has
was
anybody
like,
here
sure.
run it before? No? I ran the Wild Sheep Chase twice, but it's been like 4 or
been a
5
bit.
years. So it's not the first time I've run a game that I've run previously on the Unprepared, but sticking to the nature of the show, I've done zero preparation for it. I have the PDF pulled up in front of me. I don't remember anything about it, and we're just going to launch right into it. I feel like I've already said enough that there is to say about Extra Life. I've been harping on that drum all weekend, but just real quick, one last genuine thank you. It does not end to yesterday, technically. Through December 31st, we're continuing raising money. Every dollar helps a child in need.
Are you going to cry again?
No. That sounds real Sarah McLachlan. Helps a child in need. Arms of the angels. But hey, did you know tonight only every $5 donated as a sort of special post-tabletop appreciation weekend extravaganza, every $5 donated triggers a playoff surge. So we're in for a rough night depending on how generous people decide to be, but otherwise it's business as usual here at the Placeholder Pub, the hangout of the unprepared, those misfit adventurers who do jobs pretty well. They have a better than average success rate of getting things done, but often with a lot of collateral damage. Should we get some ambient music here going for the pub? Boy, this is real weird. I've spent 3 days with U.N.P.R.E.P.A.R.E.D co-directing everything, and now it just falls all on me, and it feels really lonely all of a sudden.
Well, who's big king shit now, Mr. Like, I'm the dungeon master. I'm in charge. Uh-huh. Are
Yeah,
you?
you're right. You're
Listen,
right.
I didn't ask to be scolded. I was just trying to be considerate, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I, mean,
Don't fucking consider his feelings.
I thought it was kind of fun.
I didn't ask him. I asked y'all,
Oh.
and then
I'm
I asked
aware.
I'm
him.
not worried about it.
Don't consider
Okay.
my feelings as well. To believe, I'll just leave when I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that.
I'm just like, all right,
I mean,
later.
Arcadius, just embodiment.
Yeah.
That's why I built it into the character. Be
What?
like, I'd be
Who do
done
we,
whenever
we've
I
got,
wanna be.
oh, what was that? Was that an Extra Life donation already? $25,
Oh, snap.
which means we're starting off the night strong with
Hit that, sir.
5 surges. Lock and load them, baby.
I love this graphic. So cool.
It's so fucking cool.
79.
I bet somebody really
71,
talented made it.
Possibly.
Whoa!
Oh, snap.
No, you're really
feeling
cool.
a little, yeah. You
You're
see why I'm a
really
little
cool.
cocky? Yeah,
You're really cool.
Yeah,
You're
you,
really
you,
cool,
you
bud.
fixed it where you do 5 at once now?
Yeah, get
That's-
fucked. No.
He's like, not a big deal. Whatever.
I may have been sleep deprived all day, but I may have been just tinkering away with the streamer bot all
This man
fucking
stayed
day.
up till 6 a.m.
You're not
going to
You're not gonna tell me how many of the maxes are you?
You're just gonna have to find out.
I will do that. Challenge accepted.
Let's see. We've got starting off. I guess I need my dice now, don't I? We're gonna resolve the 79 first. That's going to be player 2, which is
that's me
Ziggy. I really, you know what? Let me bring this up on my main screen. I had it on my laptop to try to save some screen real estate, but this is just not going to work. This is 79, player 2, Ziggy. Huge success! You may treat either your next attack roll as a natural d20 or your next 2 non-attack rolls or as their maximum value, whatever that may be.
Well, I think I know what
Nice.
I'm going to be doing. Problem is, I got to make sure someone's nearby them to do that.
That's right. You all don't hear the music, do you?
Nope.
Nope.
It's not in here.
Whoopsie.
Only
Let's
you, bud.
fix that. There you go. Now you should be able to hear it, right?
There we
Yep.
go.
There you go.
Okay.
You guys,
That way you're not sitting in silence here. All right, so that's the 79. 92. That's a good roll. Player
guys
2,
wanna hear
Ziggy. You have the favor of the pay-to-win gods. And if you need to a reminder on that one, you can pay 50 gold. And every 50 gold that you pay, you can add a D20 to your damage. Just the one
who
time.
hoards the money. The one who hoards the money. You're saying he can
Oh,
pay.
boy.
Yes.
That's probably never going to be used.
67. Player 4 is Vorath. You, what did I
me.
say? 64? No, 67.
Yeah, 67.
One of your weapons that does not have +1 gains
Shit.
+1. If you already have +1, it's +2, and so on.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's gonna have to be a gain of +2 because I don't have any other weapons.
All right, yeah, that is a +2 weapon now.
Hell
Who's
yeah.
player 3?
That's me.
Player 3 is. Oh, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Player 2 is Orwin. So Ziggy, those
I'm player
benefits that I
1.
just told you about. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Extra Life. There's only 3 players, aren't there?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in Extra
Monkey
Life
Man's
mode
one,
still.
Do I
I'm
not get
two,
the
Makes
Plus is
3.
No, you still get it.
Yeah, he just said 4, and I was like, I want to
yeah.
make sure you're not rolling extra. Like,
Yeah, no, you
You
got
got
it.
it.
Thank you for correcting me. What did I say? 71.
Mick,
is
you still get the
player
+1.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mick still gets. Nothing's changed so far. +1 or player 1, you gain dark vision. Do you already have dark vision?
Already have dark vision.
Then you gain true sight.
What in the heck is that?
I
You
believe
can see through
it allows you
illusions
to
and
see
into the
everything
ethereal.
as it is. You can see
Yeah.
through illusions, invisible creatures,
Illusions, Michael.
etc.
How far? What, default 60?
I believe so, yes. Also, hello, Kaylee, Red Beans, and Dice, Holdren. Leo, I think I saw was in there somewhere. Monkey Man and Red Panda, and Mick, of
You
course,
guys want
for
to hear the
joining us.
really dumb joke I make when I wear this shirt?
Yeah, what's
What?
up?
Yeah.
It's Doctor Strange shirt, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What if his name was Dr. Freak and he ate ass and sucked toes?
You know what? Just for that,
Freak
Mick.
Supreme. Freak Supreme, right?
No, it's even dumber. So, True Potato Man, I was like, what if his name was John Freak and he ate ass and sucked toes? I said that joke to my fucking in-person D&D table, and I laughed for like 5 minutes, and most of them looked at me like I was crazy because they don't know Potato Man.
Also, there is another. I gotta wait for it to pop up on the screen. 'cause
worked
I've
it
already
into the
forgotten what
campaign.
it is. But while we're waiting on that, Mick or Vorath, you are
What's up, baby?
cursed under
Oh,
the
no.
effects of pareidolia.
What is that?
When attempting to use an object, you must first give it a name and then ask it permission before you can use it. It doesn't change the object in any functional way. A door is still just a door, but before you can open said door, you got to name it, and you got to
say
ask
order
for
and?
consent.
What if it doesn't answer me?
It will not answer you. It is an entirely one-sided conversation.
Do you say both of them got
Do I
it?
have to still? So I still can't
Oh,
open it.
just-
How long does this curse happen?
Oh no, you can open it. You just have before you can. You have to
Oh.
say, "Oh hey John, can I use you?" And that's it.
Okay, that's
If you want, you can name you can name everything John and just make it
You could.
really
You
weird.
don't have to be very creative. It is just. It's a minor curse. It's an annoyance.
I do
That
not have
includes-
remove curse either. So that's
that includes your weapons and like food and like anything that you touch.
nice.
I don't know if I would count food because that you're not using food. You're eating food. Using an object would be like opening a
utensil.
door. Like Did some?
Okay,
Oh holy
okay.
shit!
Hey,
Why
somebody got to play out a good shirt.
Oh snap!
I was like, you can't buy that. And then I remembered there's still like 3 people that haven't
Oh.
redeemed their free link. So
yeah,
ignore
that
that.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. If you want one of those, you got to participate because only participants get those shirts. But we are working on some kind of design for people that support Extra Life. But we like having a little exclusive for
mean,
the
that shirt
people
is
that
really
helped make
cool.
it possible.
Yeah.
We could
is.
make it available for everyone because it is very cool.
It is very cool.
Just take
but
like extra life stuff away on it.
Oh, there's no Extra Life stuff on it.
Well, there you go.
It is not available for sale, unfortunately. We have already had this discussion with U.N.P.R.E.P.A.R.E.D. It is.
Where was I in this conversation?
Where were you in the planning? I'm just kidding.
That's a I don't know. When did the planning take
Yeah.
place? Question.
No need to apologize, Nurse Wiggles. We don't often get merch
I'll go
purchase
get-
alerts on stream,
I'll
so it
go
just
get
caught me
my
off
baby
guard.
and
And was
show
like,
you where I was. You son of a bitch. I must
Where
be
were we?
consulted on everything. No.
everything. Oh, hey guys, it's been a while. I haven't seen you around here, Vorath.
Oh yes, I was praying to Torm somewhere. Yes, deeply.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
I'm glad that you have a healthy relationship with Torm.
Very.
Orwin, Ziggy's nice to see you around
Built
too.
on respect.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off
mad.
there. I'm trying to be polite and get to everybody at the table.
This is where I was.
That's justifiable.
That's
That
him
face,
right
though.
now. That's what he's doing
That's
at this
face.
very moment.
Holy shit! A $50
Oh shit!
donation. Let's see. What is that? That's 5 times. That's 10. 10 surges, right?
Yeah.
You remember the numbers? Do I need to write it down?
Look at all those chickens.
So many days.
Oh
Hey,
my
there's
god.
There's a nice number in there.
There's 289s.
there's a
and it's
very,
tonight. Nice.
very nice number in
Nice.
there.
289s.
All
Are
right,
we
let's
gonna
just
die
go
tonight?
down the
Didn't you
list.
say that?
64 is going to be player 2, Ziggy.
What's up?
Compound Eyes. Or wait, what did I say? 64, yeah, Compound Eyes. You gain proficiency in one skill of your choice with an appropriate bodily alteration to go along with it. For example, if you are not proficient in perception, your eyes can become insect-like compound eyes to grant you proficiency in perception. So you can pick any skill, but you have to pick a bodily modification to justify it. You don't have to pick it right now, but that is yours for the taking. Compound eyes like Peter Dinklage, yeah. That's Tony P. Dinklage. Thank you very much. 78. I keep trying to roll a d4 because it's not Extra Life. 78 is going to be player Ziggy. You are a mind reader. You can cast the spell Detect Thoughts at will for no cost, does not require concentration, and has a range of 90 feet.
I mean, that's actually very fitting.
18. Vorath. or sorry, not Vorath, all party members are filled with an. Let's save this one.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to that.
We're filled with something. I'm intrigued
You're
already.
filled. You're filled with my seed.
Okay.
Pause.
Player 1, Orwin, you have the benefits of the pay-to-win gods. Yeah, I got us canceled, didn't I?
Thank you there.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to
It's
go,
amazing
big
how
dog.
quickly I can get us canceled after such an amazing weekend of
66
like we
times
were-
now.
yeah. That was
Nurse
my
Wiggles,
biggest
you take
concern.
that back. You take that
Who
back.
said what now?
I said, Nurse Wiggles, you take that back.
Yeah.
You put that face away. You know it's different.
Orwin, this one I think is quite suiting after this past weekend. You have a genuinely great day. Nothing can stop this from occurring, not even direct intervention from deities, even Torm, as some random fortunate occurrence will always happen to avert any problems.
This is like that domino field, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's the domino field. And maybe
Oh,
it is
yeah.
Torm that's actually doing it.
Torm, Orwin.
Yes.
The names can be similar, yeah.
Yeah. Orwin, you also cannot tell the truth for the remainder of the session.
Wait, I cannot tell the truth?
Correct.
That's a
But
curse?
you do get an upgrade, and you can increase any of your ability scores by 2. Player Vorath.
Yes.
You, too, have the benefits of the pay-to-win gods. Sacrifice 50 gold and add a d20 to your damage for every 50 sacrificed.
Do I have gold?
You should have some.
Your inventory should have some, at least.
I have 53 gold. Let's go.
All right, everybody gets a permanent +1 to their initiative order.
Nice.
Everybody gains 30 maximum HP and
Permanently?
+1 to any ability score. This is temporary.
30, you said?
Yeah, 30. So your max HP is increased by 30, and you're healed up to that amount as well. You gain +1 to any of your ability scores as well. These two effects are temporary for the remainder of the day. However, if one of you die, you all die. And that effect ends at the conclusion of a long rest. But finally, all party members are filled with an unyielding, all-consuming rage until your next short rest. The rage is not directed at friends or allies unless you are provoked, but it is great enough that rational thought is difficult if not impossible, and violence is certainly guaranteed.
You said it was a +1 initiative and something else?
+1 initiative, that was a separate effect, yes.
Okay. I think I updated everything. Sheesh.
Excellent. Yes, and just as a general reminder, because I know there were some questions about it yesterday, anybody can join our team. Playoticgames.com/extralife. Just click the join our team. You don't have to stream. You don't have to be a content creator. You don't even have to really do anything other than ask people to donate to Extra Life. It's as simple as that. Because of the $50 donation and the $25 donation, we also have 2 auto crits locked and loaded. The second a successful attack happens, whether it be from a player or an NPC, that is automatically going to be a crit. So hopefully, with those bonus initiatives, you roll high. All right. How's the buffs? Did everything reset? We got some inspiration, I think. Is that from follows? No, I think that just didn't
I think
reset.
that was just, yeah, that didn't
All
reset.
right. There we go. Reset those. Holdren, if you need any ideas or want any suggestions, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you get your Extra Life stuff set up. But
Can I do a quick shout out real quick?
yeah, absolutely.
Holdren's been doing some really great bird art in the art, and we're all trying to
it's very
support.
great.
We're all trying to
Yeah.
support, and it's just I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like something you'd see on your wall.
It was literally
I'm
just a
not kidding.
throwaway. Hey guys, I started watercoloring. Look at this.
It's
And
really,
It's a
like,
really
watercolored
great.
pigeon.
Yeah, no,
it's a
it looks
watercolored
great.
pigeon. There's one that's standing. There's one that's sitting, and holy shit! So
Yeah, honestly.
Very
you can do that for something. I don't know, like. Oh, okay. To refresh. I'm giving you a big compliment about your burps. You get some nice
Dumb
burps, bud.
burbs.
You get some good burps.
Hey gang, you look like you're real upset all of a sudden. Is your food taken-
angry, and someone must know the vengeance of Torb.
Oh, well, here, I've got a job for you. Maybe, actually,
Seriously.
you know what? Let me just go get your food real quick.
Hold on.
I didn't order anything.
He
The
grabs
usual,
his
right?
warhammer. Hello,
I didn't
freak
spend money on
basher.
this.
May I use you to bash some freaks?
I thought of the thing that gives me proficiency, and you kind of notice that Ziggy's scales and everything that look like, you know, emeralds kind of spiked up a bit more because I took proficiency in intimidation.
Ooh, so you look
Is he
more
like one of those
aggressive.
lizards that like sticks? He's like,
Kinda,
You mean the
yeah,
frills?
like, a lot spikier now. Like,
Nice.
I was
the
thinking
like
you
that.
could be like the thing that like makes its like the scales like all of them like rustle. That's what I thought you were
Yes.
saying.
Dilophosaurus or something.
Absolutely.
oh,
That's what I thought you were
Dilophosaurus. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
about that. I don't know if I'm gonna give myself that kind of a thing.
You know how Dragonborn move across water? Like
Do
when they
what?
can like Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they move across water?
Oh yeah.
How Mick?
Exactly. You hear a sound of clattering hooves, surprised yelps outside the door, and frantic "Yeah, bah!" I can't fucking do it. Go. "Yeah, yeah."
Pretty good, actually.
We're gonna get there. As a sheep bounds towards you. It looks adorably cute with a fluffy white coat, and we got an extra life donation of what, $25?
I tackled
boy.
a sheep.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
tackle this sheep.
Fuck is up with this
Because
sheep?
I'm so mad. I'm gonna
That's
tackle a
Mick,
sheep.
Mick,
That's
don't,
also
don't
3
forget,
auto crits locked and loaded, just so you know.
Don't forget your decanter. by the way.
Oh yeah, it's true. I do have
There you
my
go.
decanter of endless water.
Okay, Peter, calm down.
Do you remember the 3 commands?
I've got it in my.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
62, 50, 98, 51, and 75.
Where's it? Yeah, there it is.
Ooh,
Yep, stream, fountain, and geyser.
there we go.
All of you, I really need to probably reword this one for duplicates, but a handy haversack appears on your backs, immediately containing any of your stored inventory other than pocket dimension items, because that'd be bad times. And you also get 1 core magical item of common or uncommon rarity. That is a benefit to everybody. Or when your proficiency bonus is increased by 1.
Thank you.
Everybody gains another +1 bonus to initiative permanently.
Oh,
And
thank you.
or when you also are a mind reader, you may cast detect thoughts at will up to 60 feet, no concentration.
How do I add that, by the way? That's a thing.
It would just be like write it down somewhere, knowing that
Okay.
you have the ability to cast detect thoughts. And then lastly, as you're sitting there, as this sheep bleats into the placeholder pub, the world starts sort of shimmering and vibrating before you find yourself teleported to a demiplane appearing as a beach at sunset, stretching out forever in all directions. The temperature is comfortable to all creatures, no matter their preference, and a soft breeze blows across your skin. While at the beach, all creatures feel calmed and cannot take any violent or aggressive actions, and in fact, any curses they are suffering are alleviated. In addition, each of you will find a bottle of sweet fruit juice in your inventory. No creatures can die or take damage in this realm, and once the sun sets, which takes approximately 10 to 20 minutes, you will be returned to your former location where no time has passed.
And we still have the curses.
No, you do not have the curses.
So we're not angry, and I can.
You're
I
not
can tell the
angry.
truth?
Vorath doesn't need to ask permission to use objects. He doesn't. You all can die individually now, but you lose the 30 HP.
I can tell the truth.
You can tell the truth. Yes, I forgot you were made to lie. Absolutely.
Is that intimidation proficiency a permanent or a temporary thing?
That is permanent.
Okay.
Absolutely. So you're enjoying a beautiful sunset on the beach with a delicious sweet fruit juice in your inventory.
If you like pina coladas.
If I had some Tim McGraw or other appropriate, whatever his damn name is.
Jimmy
You know what I
Buffett.
mean? Jimmy Buffett, yeah. 5 o'clock somewhere, Margaritaville. The sun begins setting. Everybody feels cool, calm, and refreshed. And you return to the placeholder pub, where the sheep, adorable as ever, still stands bleeding. Meh! Meh! Meh!
I'm no longer as angry at that sheep any longer.
Yeah, but why the fuck is it even in here?
I do not know. Before
You
it
know
filled
it-
me with great rage.
I mean, yeah, no, I get it. I somehow I get that.
You notice that the sheep contains or is carrying a rather elaborate scroll in its mouth. And it moves closer to the party, waving the scroll at what it presumes is the most magical member of the party, Orwin.
It's like a dog with a chew toy, just flinging it around.
Yeah, not like viciously, just like "Bah, bah," like trying to like
This
Okay,
sheep
get
seems very
attention.
forward.
yes.
Wait, hello. Little sheep, and I reach out my hand for whatever it has.
Yeah, and it drops the scroll in your hand, and if you look at it, you notice that there's a wax seal, which purports, based on your own magical knowledge, that it's a scroll of speak with animals. And the sheep continues to bleat, excited as you look at this. Blah, blah.
Wait, we're on the beach. Do you know what the sheep should be wearing? A
What?
bikini.
What?
A bikini. Because we are on the beach, and that is what you would wear, is a bikini. But sheeps say ba.
I get it.
Aha. Aha. Guffaw.
Everybody but Vorath take 3d6 psychic damage.
Joke's on you. I'm resistant to psychic damage.
On the beach, having a nice umbrella drink.
Shit, we're at $4,100. Holy crap!
Oh, fuck.
I forgot to push this button. 1 second. Where is it?
I'm glad we're not doing the pet thing, because I will be able to add that to Orwin's sheet, knowing that they don't really exist in regular D&D.
Right. I do. I want to find a way to.
And I think the legendary items would be too broken.
Where that? There it is. Here, there's the button.
Oh,
Hey, what's up? Oh, is that a bagel?
Hey, tell Ash I'm upset with her because she did not look at the character that was I specifically made for her yesterday.
Yeah. Sorry, Mick. What's that? What did you
Tell
say?
her I'm upset with her because she did not see my awesome character yesterday.
Okay. Are you gonna be less upset with her for not seeing your awesome character yesterday if I
Don't
give
say
you
some sad
inspiration
shit.
because she brought me a bagel?
Yes.
Okay.
Ash, can you get 2 more bagels, please?
But still, is she aware of the character?
She is aware of it, and I am going to make her watch it.
Is she
Why are you
I did it
staring
just
at
for
me?
her. So she does.
Can you hear him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I certainly can.
Cool.
Go make a glizzy, Ash.
Go make a glizzy.
Why?
Why not? They're
Why?
delicious.
Cause they're
Why not?
I want a bagel.
Well, have a bagel. What kind of bagel is it?
It's cinnamon raisin.
Well, we have like 34.
There's a baking error in our favor.
Oh boy.
Dylan ordered a dozen, or baker's dozen bagels, and they cut them so instead of cutting them perfectly in half, they cut them
Yeah.
just a little slightly on an angle.
Oh.
They're still perfectly fine bagels, but they were just like, oh, let me just redo that order for you. Like, it's still bread. Like, just
Yeah, I can still
weird.
eat this.
Bread.
So
Yeah.
now we have 49, 50, no, wait, 26,
How do you do math?
26 bagels.
What is
well,
math and
25
numbers?
now, but
If we want to talk about bread, Mark's dad went to Walmart the other day, and he's like, "Hey, I saw you got an Italian loaf in there," and I was like, "Yeah, the Italian loaf's like this big," and he's like, "All right, well, I got a French loaf," and he pulls out a huge French loaf.
Yeah,
like
it's like a
long.
sword almost. Yeah.
It's like a sword, and he's like, "I got it for $1," and I was like, "Well, that's a great deal," and he goes, "Did you want a French loaf?" And I was like, "Sure." He hands it to me. I was like, "Okay, thanks. I can use it." And he goes, "But wait," and he pulls another French loaf from the bag. Another French loaf from the bag. And so I have a massive Italian loaf and 3 very long French loaves and a box of like 96 of these. Which are like saltines, I guess. So I'm just like, shit. So you got bread, I got bread.
that's awesome.
Damn.
Lucky Man, Orwin gains inspiration because Ash brought me a Coke Zero.
Hey, is there a Marvel character on that Coke Zero?
There is. It's an Iron Man.
Oh,
I had Moon Knight on my Coke the other day, and I was like, they got me. I specifically bought, I was gonna get a can that was just a plain can of Coke because canned Coke is superior to bottle Coke. This is
Absolutely.
not a debate.
It's not. I will
But
fight
I
you.
noticed that Moon
Anybody
Knight
that's-
was on the bottle Coke, and I was like, well, I gotta buy that.
Yeah, do you like Dr. Pepper?
No, I only drink Coke.
Spicy barbecue water.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't like Dr. Pepper, you might like Dublin Dr. Pepper.
I just drink
Dublin
that.
or Dublin?
Dublin. Dublin.
Okay, I was like, have I pronounced? I thought
I'm
that
not-
was named after the
Gup,
Irish
this is
city.
not a discussion. Canned Coke is superior to bottled Coke. Now, if it is glass bottle Coke, sure, I'll give you that. But if it's plastic bottle Coke, canned Coke is superior. This is not a discussion. This is fact, is what I'm telling you.
Glass or canned glass fountain. It depends on the
Yeah,
source.
it depends on the fountain.
Plastic
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah. Plastic
The-
bottle is bottom tier.
Yeah.
Fountain's
Dublin.
fine. I have no problem with fountain. It's just not as superior as can.
Agreed.
How do you say it
Too
again?
many variables.
Dublin.
Dublin.
The Dublin Dr. Pepper is like a heightened Dr. Pepper. It doesn't taste like as like spicy or like overly sweet. It's
The problem
there's
with
a noticeable
fountain-
difference.
One, where it's from, the mix can be off. And two, if it gets too watered down because of the ice, it's like, what are we even doing here? Canned Coke, it always has the perfect amount of bite and bubble.
Absolutely. And if they don't notice that the syrup's running a little dry, oh,
Yep.
it's miserable.
Yeah.
Leo, embrace the fact that Coke and Pepsi taste bad to you. They taste bad to me too. Technically, the zeros are the only ones I can drink and tolerate them. The full body flavor of a full sugar Coca-Cola is too much for me these days. But I dare say I am addicted to soda. So,
I've got a kombucha tonight.
ooh, I need to
I've got
start
one
drinking
last thing for
water
y'all.
like
Go
a
go
real
with the
person.
trilogy if you want a good kombucha. This one's
There you go.
fantastic.
I got
Coke
one
Zero?
last thing for
No.
y'all. If y'all want to start mixing.
Bah! There's a sheep here.
Is
As
it in
y'all
a
are
bikini?
discussing the merits of the drinks that Linda has brought you.
Wait, thank you, Linda. How long does this
I
scroll last
Gator,
for?
thank you. RC Cola. I love Coca-Cola.
Oh my
I have
God, yes.
multiple Coca-Cola shirts. I run a game called the Coca-Cola Experience. But RC Cola is the superior cola.
When are you doing the RC Cola joint or the RC Cola party
where the
or whatever?
fuck do you think I get my nickname Cola from?
Wait, really? That's what it's for?
Well, my initials are literally RC. Ash will tell you.
How have I
Ask
never
her.
put that together? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
now I feel stupid.
Yeah,
Ask her. That's
I've not
literally
had
how I
RC
got
in my
the
entire
nickname
life.
Cola. I'm
Yeah,
dead fucking
do they still make
serious.
them? Do they still make
Yeah,
them?
They do.
No, they still make RC Cola. It's out there.
They're hard to find, which is why
It's
I
hard
just
to
kind of
find,
give up on it because
But it's out
like
there.
the
Holy
only place I
shit.
used to be able to get it was a drive-through theater in Chickasha, Oklahoma. It was the only place I could find RC Cola. I saw it at a store a couple of times when I was living up in Oklahoma City, but since then, like, I can find it if I go out of my way searching for it. But it's one of those things that I pretend it doesn't exist so that when I find it, I'm not like, oh my God, RC Cola, I need to stock up. It's like, ah, yes,
Oh, nice.
I remember RC Cola.
Right?
Remember when life was simple?
You remember when
nice
life was
cold
simple and the
RC
hardest
cola,
choice of the
'cause-
day was what drink do I get with lunch?
Fruitopia. I'd get a Fruitopia. You know.
Nolan, real quick, how long does scroll last?
That's a great question. Probably as long as the normal spell does.
Okay, because I have. Wait, it's the normal spell is 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes.
Okay, so then I can cast Speak with Animals. Can I just give the scroll to somebody else, or am I just going to be the translator here? If you're just going to extend it for the entire episode.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be extended for the entire episode.
Okay.
It depends on how the conversation goes. But I do need to refresh my memory on how scrolls work, because I believe in order to use a scroll, you have to have magical ability, which Vorath
think so.
does technically.
Technically, yeah. All things are possible through Torm. Write that down.
All things. First of all, write that
And
down.
Ziggy is psionic, so I don't know if that's magic.
Let's see. Red Bull has always. Oh no. All right, guys. While Ryan's getting a drink, I
I'm
wanna
back.
bring the energy
And-
down for a moment. Hang on. We have a. Give me a second.
Yep,
I have
go for
something
it.
that I want to say.
Okay.
We started at the end, or we started Friday. Sorry, I'm already like I need to stop this fucking pub music. We started Friday with a lofty goal of $1,500 to raise by the end of this year, and we shattered that within 3 hours of starting Extra Life Tabletop
First night.
Appreciation Weekend. And through the weekend, people showed up and they showed out. And they showed down in all sorts of directions, because everybody here cares about improving our world, our dark world that we live in, that is absent of the light of Torm. This isn't Faerun. There is no sun god. There is no Lathander. There is no light if we don't create it. And everybody here created light this weekend. They opened their wallets, they opened their hearts, and they generously donated to a noble cause. Everybody that was here and continues to be here and supports us has anointed themselves a knight of the Playotic Good Order. And their conquest is to set out into the world and find sadness, find darkness, and end it. To extinguish that darkness with the light of compassion and love. And for that, I am eternally grateful for everything that you all do here at Playotic, outside of Playotic. We had many friends from all sorts of communities that it's all love. The lines are blurred. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because truly, together is the only way that we can fight the darkness and bring light to this world. And because if somebody doesn't do it, nobody will. And we cannot trust that the world will fall to darkness. Not when there are still so many smiles and laughs to be had. And I hope that by the end of the tonight, we're able to spread some light to your hearts.
Now fucking do the dedicate your heart speech from Attack on Titan.
I don't know that one. I'm
It's
sorry.
really good.
Well, I got it. As a friend likes to say, go out and be a beacon.
Absolutely. How do you use a spell scroll? Let's see. Spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, that's right. So it has to be on your class's spell list to use it.
I guess I'm the only one who can use it then.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. So
'Cause
will you allow me to speak to the
psychic
sheep?
is Not magic.
God. Like, no, that's so sweet. But I was like, haha, make Soda sad.
Okay.
My bad. I misread
Take
the
some
room.
Coke and add
That's-
Jack
that's on
Daniels
me.
to it.
Yeah, here, let me just pour out this soda. Oh no, my drink! Sorry, that
Or-
redemption is also partly for me to practice my monologuing and improv abilities. And if anybody has anything that they want, if a make it sad moment happens and you feel the urge, you make it sad. It's not all on me.
I was just trying to be your hype man in the background. Like, yeah. Stuff.
In the corner, there's just a Coke bottle with this, like, it doesn't even have eyes. It's just like you at first glance you would think that it's just sweating with condensation, but
It's
like,
just
no, that Coke
condensating a
bottle
lot.
is crying.
It's the O's, the Coke,
Yeah,
and then
the O's
cola.
of the
The O's
Coca-Cola.
are just running.
Anyway,
Oh boy.
Orwin, you have a scroll of speak with animals provided to you by this sheep who seems very ecstatic that you have given it and noticed that it is a scroll of speak with animals.
I'm going to open the scroll and read it, and I'm going to, in the name of Torm, because Torm is the one who does these. It's I'm gonna read it and close it up and understand and look at the sheep and say, "All right, I can hear you."
Somebody in
Ha ha ha!
chat.
No.
Huh? What?
You. Did I say that right? Did I say that wrong?
You.
You.
Oh,
yeah.
God damn it.
Ha ha.
All right, I can hear you.
Slapper.
You.
Hell. Come
That's
on.
why I said. That's why I said Torm, and I looked up at Mick, and he's just.
is my
Somebody
hair?
give me an accent.
Scottish.
Oh God, I can't do
Oh,
Scottish at
no.
all.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. I don't even know
Cajun.
what does that sound. Weep, weep, whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey guys, like that's.
Have you heard people speak like
Valley
Creole
Girl.
Jeff. How are you?
Valley
Japanese?
Girl.
I don't know why I do that. I don't know how to do any of these accents.
You don't know Valley
Good
Girl?
evening, adventurers. I am the legendary.
Shut it
That's
down!
French.
Shut it down! No!
Valley Girl.
Valley girls. I set up, boom, chicka boom. Good evening, adventurers. I'm the legendary Fine-Thea Shine-Bright. Yes, I'm sure you've heard of me. Like,
No, I don't know
but
what this
please
accent
don't
is.
gawk and stare.
Southern Belle? Like, what is this
Yeah,
accent?
I don't know. As
Valley
has been
girls,
established,
whatever,
I
roll with
cannot
it.
do
You
accents.
heard people speak?
Roll
No,
with
it's like,
You're fine. Roll with it.
Just roll with it. You're fine.
we'll go. It's fine. It's
I've
fine.
heard people speak. I just don't know how to replicate it.
And then I was like this, and then like this, and then like, and like.
Okay. All right.
Think of
Thanks.
every
That's why I always do the
stereotypical
Carl
girl.
when we
Yeah.
do Wild Beyond the Witchlight because I need that sort of like initial
Yeah.
sound
Trigger.
to get into it. So we'll
You should do
we'll figure it
Sean Connery.
out.
I don't think you can keep
Like,
that.
good evening,
Yes.
adventurers. Like, I'm the
Hello,
legendary
I'm a
Fine
sheep.
Theer Shinebright. Like, yes,
There you go.
I'm sure you've heard of me, but please don't gawk and stare.
I'm just. You have my attention, little one.
Yes. Well, like, I've got much time and I'm in dire need of air. Like, but fear not. You all look quite capable. And better yet, I have rewards beyond your wildest dreams should you, like, choose to help.
The sheep has rewards for us if we want to help, and the sheep needs needs air.
I was about to say that that was towing a line.
I'm not good at
So
translating sheep.
you
I
can
apologize.
understand that
Yes, I gave
because
me
all
a
I'm hearing is
scroll.
bleeding.
Yeah,
I'm double checking because the way that this is worded is potentially indicating that this is a special scroll that may grant it to an area. But let me see. Yes,
That'd be
okay.
really
All
nice.
of them here. So the scroll that he has given you is an enhanced speak with animals
Okay,
scroll.
good.
So you all can understand him.
Hello, little sheep.
Okay.
Have you
Like,
any
hi. Ba Black Sheep? Yeah, that's my dad.
wool? Yes. I'm familiar.
what color's the sheep?
What is your
He's
name,
blue.
little sheep?
I dropped my bagel.
What an odd name for a sheep.
Yes, my dad. I dropped my bagel.
Okay.
What is it that you
Right,
require
so-
of me, little sheep?
Rewards. What kind of rewards?
Servant of Torn.
Yeah, like, well, quite simply, I would like you to, and his eyes fall silent, and his ears perk up, and his head cocks a little to the side, and a loud howling fills the air, accompanied by the sound of angry yells and the occasional scream that seems to be drawing closer and closer. Like, for the love of God, they've almost found me, please, you must hide me before they get here!
Who? What the fuck was that?
Get inside of my shirt. I am large and you are small. And woolly and fluffy. I will hold you next to my bosom like a mother with her babe. That is what I shall call you, babe.
Imagine,
be
like, a
mine.
baby deer awkwardly, like, clambering up into, like, a trench coat,
Yep, and he's
and that's kind of...
Put your head. Hold
Get
my-
inside my shirt is a very normal request around here. So-
First time for everything.
How do you feel, babe? Do you feel safe and secure? Your wool is quite warm and pleasing to my scaly chest.
I hope it feels good. I promise I won't suckle on any nipples I find. Just as you
I don't even
finish
think they
hiding,
have
Shine
those.
Bright, a huge half-orc kicks the tavern doors in. In front of him, walking
huge what?
appears to be... Huh?
A huge what kicks the door?
A huge half-orc.
Half orc, okay.
Half-orc. A half-orc.
whore.
Yeah. A huge half-orc kicks down the door, and in front of him walking appears to be two large wolves wearing iron collars, while a hulking figure from New York City in a dirty brown
New
cloak
York
travels
City.
in his wake with footfalls loud enough to be heard over the sensual sounds of ruckus.
Sensual sound. Why are you Matt Perry now?
The wolves visibly sniff the air and seem to lock on your table with a growl. The half-orc sets his small eyes on you and strides forward, pushing his way through the crowd without a care for anybody standing in his way. With one hand resting on the hilt of a greatsword, he says, "That sheep is Master Noakes. He desires to have it back."
Christopher Walken's here? I don't know
Who the
what you
fuck are
mean.
you?
What sheep are you referring to? And it's very obvious there is a sheep under his chainmail. It's just like there's like a foot sticking out the bottom.
Just see the
I don't know
teeth
what you're
going
going
the
on
top
about.
right there.
TK Clier, yes, I understand the sheep is supposed to be hoity-toity, but the way I roll here at the Unprepared is I ask people for an accent, and even if I can't do it, I go for it. So they picked Valley Girl for the sheep. Also, welcome in Stronghold D&D and TK Clier.
Yes,
So did we get
welcome
raided, or
everybody.
we just got some new some faces?
New
I think
faces,
it's
my
just new
man.
faces, yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Pandemonium's here, and Comics
Yeah.
of the Cross is here.
Would anybody mind actually? I saw the comics and Pandemonium was here. Could can I get a mod to shout them all out? You don't necessarily have to do it like back to back to back, but just give them a couple shout outs because thank
Shout
you
outs are cooldown, but I
so
can do
much.
that.
I know you have the sheep. My trackers can smell it from a mile away.
I had lamb chops earlier for lunch. Perhaps that is what you were smelling.
You take me for a fool.
No, I don't take you anywhere.
Listen, that
Yes.
sheep is nothing more than a pet for my master. It holds a very sentimental value for him, and he would like it back immediately. My master is kind and generous. Give it to us, and he will grant you anything you desire.
What is happening to your accent? Are you having a stroke?
What?
I don't know.
What is with those weird inflections? It's really off-putting.
Video chat, please. Video chat. I'm telling you.
I know,
what
but
it
I
is.
figured that it was like I didn't realize. I thought as the Playotic Games account, I might be able to do it. We'll
The
get
exclamation
the
point is a bot command. Unless you have the bot command there, it won't do it. The slash
It's built
shout
into
out.
Twitch now.
No, that's slash shout out. It's built into
Oh,
Twitch.
sorry. Then
Which
why,
is
why did
it's
I
on a
do
5-minute
explanation?
cooldown.
My bad.
It should be on a 5-minute
Tell
cooldown.
how
as well.
often I do this shit.
Look,
And if you-
Nyx normally handles it automatically. Okay,
Yeah.
so
If
Come
it's
on.
not doing the shout out, it means it's on cooldown. So it's usually 5-minute cooldown.
So Vorath just
right,
like
but I have the Playotic account, is what I mean,
rests.
which means I should hopefully be able to override that. Is what I'm getting
Bypass
at.
that.
You
yeah.
can't. It's a Twitch thing.
Well,
You can't
fine.
touch it frequently.
You're right. You have to wait 31 seconds. Okay, fine. We'll get those shout-outs out. In the meantime, I should have trusted Monkey Man. When has Monkey Man ever steered us wrong? For now, there's a link, linktree. Whatever link / Playotic Friends that has most of their links, but I'd like to get some shout-outs going.
I will. Don't worry.
What were we doing? Oh yeah. And he'll grant you anything you desire.
What if I desire a sheep?
Oh,
Not that I have one currently at all.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. We're going to pretend now that if I wanted a sheep, though I currently do not possess a sheep, because I do not have one. What if I
Hypothetically,
wanted one?
if there was a sheep in this room, what would you do with it? Talking to the half orc.
sorry, ill-timed bite of the bagel.
He's pondering.
He's pondering and he's trying to like remember what his master told him. Listen, I said I will take the sheep back to my master. That is what I will do with it.
Hypothetically, if the sheep was in this room and you obtained the sheep and you brought it back to your master, what would your master do with it?
That is for him to decide. It is his sheep.
And who are you?
His person that he's hired. But no matter! And he grabs this great sword that he had at his side and swings it at the table. I imagine a 6 doesn't hit anybody.
Not even the table.
Yeah,
But
it doesn't even hit the table.
Just clangs off.
But Vorath,
hold on, friend. You are very angry, and you seem parched. Perhaps you care for a drink. And I'd like to use my my water, my decanter of endless water to use geyser and produce 30 gallons of water that gush forth 30 feet long and 1 foot wide.
I get to drink from the fire hose
directly into his mouth
and out the door.
and out the door.
the same drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. I already gave them inspiration for it. I can't double up.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
You didn't
The
give Ziggy
table uses
inspiration.
uncanny dodge. Yeah, absolutely. You use that geyser. Let me do a strength check for the half
Ziggy gets the
orc.
inspiration because he didn't get one yet.
Do what now?
Ziggy gets the inspiration from the drink because he didn't
Okay,
get one yet.
Ziggy gets
he's-
inspiration from the drink that that was definitely not here a moment ago. So.
He's got to make a DC strength of 13, or he
Okay.
takes 1d4 bludgeoning damage and he falls.
And he is out the door.
Legendary reaction. You're absolutely right. Because you're in his lair, he casts a 9th level banishment spell.
Say jizz.
It did say jizz. They're fighting a semen monster later. Way to spoil the adventure.
Sorry, y'all.
Way to go, Ash.
Way to go. You can't have any surprises with Ash around.
Ash is a surprise.
I mean, you
oftentimes.
did give us a warning earlier about your seed, but that's not.
I did. I dropped a seed of a hint earlier that you might be fighting a white dragon later, but you know what?
Oh.
The jizz is out of the bag now.
Well, I blasted him in the mouth with this water decanter.
Yeah, as you blast this half orc in the mouth with your geyser, he definitely failed the strength save. How much damage was that?
Good.
1d4.
I hate it here.
So
1d4. Isn't he knocked prone?
he is 4 damage.
4 damage.
And how far is he pushed?
I think it's 15 feet. Knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away. So if you have 15 feet.
And how
Okay.
far away is he from the door?
With how much he failed that strength save, he was knocked back and knocked prone.
Did he get pushed back through the door?
No, not through the door.
Oh, I would have just slid it behind him and be like, ha, bitch. Sorry.
This is a family show. Watch your language.
Excuse me.
On camera.
What are we doing? All right, I'm trying to find the stupid health points. Health potion. What? How much health does a goddamn? All right, I'm gonna make up the health because I can't seem to find it. 1d4 damage, right? Knocked prone, 15 feet
Yes.
back. All right. Noted. The wolves that were in with him begin. They sort of go back with. They're circling him, just like growling at you, but they won't do anything without his permission.
If you want to be shit,
If you want to be shit, he already is shit.
if you
He
were
ate shit.
thirsty as well, I can quench your thirst. If you don't, are you okay in there? And he strokes his chest. Don't touch my nipples.
One again.
Don't
I don't
make
even know
it
if we have
weird.
those.
We definitely have. Wait, do we have those? How are we
pretty
born?
sure we don't.
Are we born in eggs or are we live bred?
We're egg born.
So we don't. I don't have nipples
No.
apparently.
I'm gonna pull a
That's
Sharpie out of my
news to me.
bag. Put a
Never
Sharpie in
knew.
my bag and just send that. Just
Note to self: add nipples to the playoffs table.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna Google it. Do
Two dragonborns have nipples.
have
Careful,
nipples?
careful.
Oh,
This,
God.
You're
this
asking
reminds
the
me of like a
internet.
couple years back when like the whole discourse about the lizard folk having boobs was a thing.
Yeah.
They do have nipples.
Okay.
says- what is
Okay.
the evidence there other than images you're looking at?
I'm not
I
looking at
mean-
any images because I'm not an idiot. But they do. Male dragonborn canonically have nipples. Female dragonborn also have breasts because where they lay eggs, they also breastfeed their young.
Okay, then I'm an idiot.
Somebody just wanted that just because.
They
There.
really did.
Oh no, definitely. There's. We know how the internet
Pandemonium.
works.
Allegedly. They're
Pandemonium.
biologically not draconic at all.
Nolan, you still with us?
Breath
Yeah,
weapons.
There's a lot of discussion
I'm
about
listening to the
dragonborn boobs.
anatomical history of dragonborn.
Their breath weapons say otherwise, but okay.
There's a lot of talk about dragonborn boobs, and a lot of people are really
I'm
upset
sure they are.
because they removed the boobs in the art in 5th edition.
Uh huh.
This is just the lizard folk all over
Yeah,
again.
no, it is. It's essentially just an
Leo.
extension of the lizard
Leo.
folk shit.
According to these research diagrams, they do. Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, that's not really the questions we should be asking.
So this half orc is soaked. He's prone on the ground. He's eating shit. His wolves are circling him, and we're laughing at this idiot who couldn't even hit a table.
Yes.
So, hey, bud, you doing good over there? We just watched you eat shit rather badly. You want to keep this up, or we're gonna get just shit kicked again?
Ah! I'm so angry! I'm gonna kick your ass! I need you all to
gotta
roll
hit us
initiative.
first, bud.
All right.
That's a
Maybe
10.
I should use my nice
That is a
die
10.
that I got.
I guess it. Oh, you know what? That's why. That's
What?
why. Cause is there a? I don't think there's a half orc in the bestiary. I think that's only a playable race
I
technically.
mean, you could just use like a random bandit stat block.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I was just really confused. I was like, I can't figure out why I can't find a half orc
Because
monster table.
honestly, bandits, you can just put whatever species
Before or
you
after
want
the
in
nipple
there.
knowledge. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is by Torm that we are. Where? I
Thank
have
you,
nipples.
Playotic Nix, for.
Could you milk me?
Why
Jesus
would you?
Christ. Now, as you all
Anyway,
remember, or hope you'll remember, in addition to this True Strike, which I need to go ahead and add to Vorath,
Don't you have 3 crates built up now?
we have 3 automatic crits built up. So this initiative order is mighty.
Wait,
Important.
wouldn't have the water, the geyser critted?
I feel like that's a magical effect from
Yeah,
an item and not an
yeah,
attack.
that's
Because that was a
item
saving
damage,
throw, wasn't
that's
it?
not a to hit.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
saving throw.
So you want initiative now?
I do want.
I got a 23.
Ziggy has a 23. Come on down.
I'm not looking at that roll in the mouth because I know what's going to happen later.
26.
26. Yeah,
Look.
that's about right. I don't think you all will. At this point, I don't feel like I ever actually need to roll initiative. But
Anyone
Or
who's
F,
been
what do you
here
got?
long enough knows I roll ass at initiative.
But you all have
Typically.
like a permanent plus 39 to initiative because of all the playoff.
They don't.
effects.
I do. That's an 8 bow, but not a 39.
839. It's close enough.
Yeah.
We're gonna say
I got
that
a plus
Vorath has
6
a
to
22.
initiative, so-
He's got his headphones on still.
Yeah,
Vorath.
but I'm
Vorath
sure
is
he's
a
I'm sure he's
storm.
dealing with Dante. So
Yeah.
Orwin, you get
Okay.
first go.
How far away am I from this guy?
He was knocked back 15 feet, so 15 feet from however
he got
far
that
you were
close
from
to
him
us.
before.
Yeah, he was like right at. He attacked the
He's
table.
at the table, yeah.
Okay, cool. Shit. I've already got my stones in my pocket, and I'm just gonna whip one, just
Whip it real
chuck
good.
it at him. Yeah.
All
You said it's
right,
automatic
roll for your
crit?
hit.
That's a 17.
A 17. Let's see if that hits. Yep, that hits. So that's an auto crit.
So it's max and then roll again.
Correct.
So
Rules is
that's
written.
1d6 plus 6, so that's 12, and then plus a 1d6 plus 6, which is going to be 10. Which then from...
Did you add your ability twice? Or your
Well,
modifier
only
twice? Did I hear
added
that right?
once.
I don't know if I misheard or not.
Well, the damage for Magic Stone is a 1d6 plus 6.
Okay, so it's 12 plus 6 plus a d12.
No, it's 1...
You only add the modifier once.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. 1d6, that's
12
max.
plus-
So that's 12, and then plus I get to roll again,
Yeah.
which
But you
is...
only add the plus 6 once, is what I'm saying. I don't know if you added it twice. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay, my bad. So that's 12 plus 4, and then
16.
actually no, sorry, I forget. I have this other modifier in my notes. That's plus 5.
And what kind of stone is this that you're hurling?
It's just magic. It's the magic pebble with the little rock with a little smiley face on it that I hand out every time.
You remember that? I think maybe I'm misremembering this, but I believe it was from the opening of The Watchmen, where it was like a super zoomed in smiley face bullet flying across the scene, and then it went through somebody's head.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually exactly what happened with this half orc just now. So you hurl this
Bandit.
stone with a smiley face across the room as he's getting up from the ground, right through the head, back to the ground. And the three wolves run
Stay down.
out of the pub. And everybody goes back about their business. This isn't the Continental where you can't conduct business on company grounds. But, everybody assumes that you'll handle your business and not interrupt their downtime when you handled your business.
What's the Oh man, what is it? What was the thing that they say in Monsters Inc?
Mm-hmm.
Where there's the sock.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll figure it out. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the code.
2319. It's a 2319.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's 2319, and that has the team comes out like they did with W.P.A.R.E.P.A.R.E.D and just behind the door.
Like, thank you for stopping them, but please, you must, help me once more.
All right, so before any more of these jackasses show up, what do you need?
Vorath, I think your shirt is talking.
Well, without your help, I'm doomed. Oh, that's real nice.
Hey, focus.
Well, Nook still has many guards working for him, like, and eventually they'll find me, you know?
Foreth, can you please remove at least the sheep's mouth from your shirt so we can understand?
He pulls his shirt down so the sheep's head pops out.
it's like this, just like from his shirt.
I should start from the beginning, I suppose. Like, until
Oh,
2
dear.
years ago, I owned and worked out of a tower on the outskirts of town. Like, I was a wizard of no small talent, and like, I'm sure you already know, but I specialized in transmutation magic. My most prized possession, like, and one of the keys to my success, was like an incredibly rare wand of true polymorph. But like,
Wait, you're not really a sheep?
no.
He opens his shirt and drops it down.
That, that
Feel
that
violated.
context would have been nice beforehand.
Well, like, this incredibly rare wand of true polymorph, it was also my undoing. You see, like, one fateful night, I ended my meditative trance to find my apprentice, Ahmed Noak, standing over me, like, clutching the wand. I demanded to know what he was doing, like, the only noise I could produce was an angry, bah! It was at that moment, like, I realized what had happened. I became a virtual prisoner in my own garden. I was forced to graze on nothing but grass and like buttercups while hungry wolves, beasts, and other polymorphed guards looked on.
No one knew that you were missing.
Yeah, I believe he said he worked alone.
But he had an assistant.
Yeah, that polymorphed him.
Yeah, but he was in a
They were
workstation.
clearly isolated.
Did he not like come in and like check out and check in every single day because there were guards and stuff?
No, it's just them. What are you thinking?
The apprentice must have hired the guards after.
He said he was forced while the guards and stuff watched. That he worked alone. Was his house his like workroom or something?
It's his tower, yeah. He's the master, and his apprentice turned him into the sheep.
So if the CEO goes missing of a business tower,
You're thinking too much into this, Monkey Man. This isn't real life.
would anybody have noticed anything strange about the sudden appearance of a sheep? Anyone that you trust?
No.
There goes that.
What do I know of transmutation?
Roll an Arcana.
Will do. That's a 6.
You know that it can transform things from one form to another, but beyond that, you don't really know how it works, what the limitations are, how long it lasts, why this wand of true polymorph is so special, anything like that.
I just know things turn into other things. Well,
Yeah.
that's good enough for me to roll with this.
I mean, he said that he turns into things and other things, right? That's transmutation. So, frankly, he was supposed to be a wizard, and he's turning shit into other shit. It's really not that surprising that no one's like, oh, that's fucking weird.
Makes sense. I understand. Being a druid, would I have any understanding of any kind of polymorph? I don't know if polymorph
Yeah, roll
is a druid
Arcana.
thing.
Man, you wild shape.
But I don't know if that
Yeah,
means
you
polymorph,
should have
though.
it. Go ahead and roll, and you don't even have to use your inspiration. Go ahead and roll with advantage because, like, as a druid, like, you transmutate yourself.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Yeah, so you understand. I mean, obviously, wizard transmutation is a little bit different than druid transmutation, but you understand there's limitations to the ability. And if he's saying he has this incredibly rare wand of true polymorph, it potentially has the ability to override some of those limitations.
So it can undo as well as do, potentially.
And potentially have no limit as in terms of length.
Ooh.
It's not like I turned you into a sheep in 3 days you'll turn back. Like, you are sheep.
Okay. Sounds like we need to go to the tower and get the wand and undo the sheepify.
Yes. You see, last night was the first time I felt hope in many months when Noak left home without closing the door. I was able to sneak in and make my way to an old bookshelf, and I stole the scroll that you used to speak with me. And I rushed into town with the everything that just happened, right? But I fear that if I'm ever found, they're gonna transform me back or into something even worse. But what you could do is if you can go get my old wand, like, where he keeps it with him at all times. That's the real problem, is he keeps it with him everywhere he goes. But if you can get my wand back, you can change me back. But he's paranoid and deranged.
Sounds like we're going on a tower raid.
It sounds like someone's getting stabbed.
Do we need to?
What is in it for us to do this task for you?
Yeah, that. Yes,
Do we get a
that's a good
real
question.
sheep? Not like you, a fake sheep, a liar sheep.
Yeah.
You touched my chest, and you lied to me.
I'm sorry, I guess.
I don't know that you are. I don't understand if you understand this level of broken trust. Will we get a real sheep?
Is there also a monetary value behind all of this?
Yeah, sure. Money.
I'm sure there's a great reward 3 pages later once we get to that point.
Is your hired staff and the property which the tower resides of any value to you?
Oh, that's a great question. Like, it is my tower, it is like my stuff, but ultimately, as long as you can turn me back, that's all I really want.
So you don't mind if the guards have been corrupted and they need to be taken care of or dispatched, correct?
No, they weren't even my guards.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he hired him after this guy got sheeped.
So be mind of the structure and the interior. Don't mind the guards, right?
No, they're all getting
Preferable, but at the end of the day, I just want to be not a sheep.
All right. Let's do this.
stabbed. Oh no, there's gonna be a body count. Don't worry.
That's exactly
Torm
why I
wills
asked.
it. We should deliver special justice. Sheep
Oh, it's gonna be very
flavored
special,
justice.
buddy. Don't worry.
It's going to be very, very special.
Yes.
Where is your tower?
It's just out of town.
I'm sure if we just go out the door, we'll be there.
This town has an awful lot of just like really inconvenient or convenient things surrounding it.
We're not in
Anybody
the town,
ever
we're in the
think
place of
about
the
that?
pub.
Like there's random wizard towers and like fucking Sahagin and
Let's not look too far into that there, bud.
I don't
mines,
think Vorath understands
rats
the
and
concept
basements
of
of breweries. Does anybody else
Bud.
find it odd?
I don't
There's a-
think we need to worry about that too much. Shit's confusing.
All right. Now, since we're in the placeholder pub, which exists on its own plane outside of time and
yes, that's
space,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and step on the door.
I require one more thing.
Is it sheep related?
He takes a piece of the wool, cuts it, puts it to his chest. All right, we could go.
I had a feeling.
All right, let's go. Is the sheep going to stay here?
No, it'll come with you.
Okay.
All right,
Don't be bashful.
let's get
Uh,
going.
Hang on. What?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I did feed my son. He's tricking you? Yeah, he's a wily bastard like that. He tries to, just put him in his cage. He'll be fine.
Yeah, rascal.
Yeah.
Look at Ash
Fucking
go.
toddlers, I swear, man. Just they act up. You just gotta put them in a cage, and it'll be fine. God damn it! I said I don't want my kid on my bed.
He sleeps with you every night, doesn't he?
He does. My child sleeps with me. Yep.
Mine's only allowed in the big bed sometimes because he's still a little too small.
Yeah, he's
That and our pediatrician was like, if he sleeps and starts sleeping in the bed, you're never sleeping again.
Before
I'm
we
distracted.
leave,
I'm enjoying watching this.
Before we leave, I'm gonna take. I guess once the scroll is used, it's kind of become dull. No longer it's not reusable or anything.
It is not reusable, correct?
But it doesn't burn or anything, so it's kind of like a pre-owned scroll. Before we leave, I'm gonna stop by the the Unprepared or the Placeholder Pub Business Center.
Yeah, sure.
Where we have our computer, which is just Charles Dickenstab inside of a box. And I'm
Yeah,
just
as
gonna
we
hand him-
previously established.
Yeah, and I'm just going to hand him the previously used scroll, and you can analyze or use this. Yeah, it's recycled paper, however much you'd like. And then I believe in recycling, and head out.
How environmentally conscious of you.
Was that you or Dick and Stab?
That was Dick and Stab.
Okay,
I
Stab the
hope
box.
Carl. How environment? Yeah, that was
Okay,
Carl.
good. I'm
As much
walking
as
out.
Ziggy hates this, he's spending money to buy 2 more daggers.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Wait,
How much?
wrong direction. -8. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you can't buy a dagger and add the gold used to buy
Yeah,
it. That's
I
not
know,
how
fuck.
capitalism works.
No, it doesn't. No.
If
No,
it
it's
did,
not
we
how it
wouldn't need
works.
extra life.
If only.
This one trick accountants hate.
You just add money.
Just click a plus button.
Yes.
So I guess we're heading
Carl,
out.
that kills people. Thank you, Kaylee, for understanding.
Yes.
Now that I have my daggers. Do I really need them? Probably not, but they're there. They
Good
might
to
be
be
useful
sure.
for a trap. And I'm going to head out the door.
Just gonna hold the door and look for Vorath, making sure he's coming too.
All right. Don't mind me while I hold my neck like this for a minute as I read the next part. Standing in awe. Maybe. Or did I skip a line? Yes. As you leave the placeholder pub, you notice Shine Bright's tower appearing through the treetops, and you stand in awe as you notice that rather than stone or glass, the house before you seems to have been formed from the living branches of 4 sturdy oak trees. These have been shaped and woven to create 3 thick platforms. The lowest of these platforms is roughly 40 feet across and sits about 10 feet off the ground. I will send a map picture maybe here in a minute. The only obvious route up is a gentle slope formed of roots and branches that connect roughly with the main path. Branches curl around its base, creating a rough bowl shape around it. And from where you stand, it's possible to see flowers and small trees growing around its edge. By far, the largest of the 3 platforms is the middle one, which looks to be around 60 feet across, and it is about 20 feet above the ground and is fully enclosed with a wall formed from twisting branches. You can see evenly spaced window-sized gaps, as well as what appears to be a door at the point closest to the garden platforms. The final, tallest platform is roughly 30 feet above the ground and is much smaller than the others. It looks to be linked to the central platform by another small slope. Scattered beneath the platforms are 2 small wooden huts and a large outhouse. As well, you notice there's a trio of apes playing with a pair of oversized dice near a fire, with iron great swords stuck into the ground near them.
Wait a second. A trio of apes playing with dice? What the hell are you trying to say, Nolan?
Well, I'm trying to say that if you use the code Playotic15 at MistyMountainGaming.com, that you could potentially save 15% off your purchase of dice and dice accessories, including journals and all sorts of neat things. They have a lifetime warranty on all their products against chips, cracks, and damage. If you use up their journals, they'll rebind them for you for free. I think you just pay for shipping on that. But they're pretty cool guys, and we're happy to be sponsored by them. We do get a little bit of kickback from those purchases. But it just goes right back into the shows so that we can keep making the content you love.
And if you use the Playotic 15 code, you are backed by the guaranteed 20 by Rob.
Yes, Rob guarantees all of your dice will roll exactly as you want them to at all times, and if they don't, you can personally reach out to him, and he will rectify it. We're going to get in trouble for saying that one.
I was about to say, you think he's going to kick our ass for that one day?
Rob doesn't watch the show. It's fine.
He does.
I just wanted to acknowledge it one time, and then I'll stop. So
What am I supposed to acknowledge?
I was saying Rob to
Oh,
acknowledge the
saying to
joke.
Rob, like, just acknowledge it the once, and then we'll be done.
Yeah, like we've been doing it since you joked about it,
yeah,
like for fun. Haha! Yay! Okay, good. He laughed. Okay, we're done.
yeah.
He said you're going to send map or
Maybe.
something. I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna ask the sheep, is this your tower?
Yes, it is. We're bouncing all over the place with accents today, so get used to it.
Perfectly fine.
I'm operating on 3 hours of sleep,
You're
so
good. Accents are hard.
they are hard,
They are,
especially for
Davis.
somebody that can't normally do
Very
them under
true.
good situations, which makes people like Mick all the more impressive.
Oh, thank you.
I-
It's not that special.
Yeah, no.
It's not a big deal.
Shut up, Mick. Take the compliment.
You are special.
buddy.
Take the compliment. Shut up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, so yes, there are 3 apes playing dice around a campfire with some
Is
great
the-
swords stuck into the ground.
Is the apes on the first? Where in relation to all the descriptives that you've done, the 3 platforms are the apes? Are they
That's
the
a great
first thing we're
question.
coming
They
upon?
are outside all of these things, and I've got a map incoming momentarily to the unprepared April 15th chat room.
Thank you.
Anytime, buddy.
Okay, on this
We were actually,
map.
Gup and I were talking about that last night at like fucking 4 in the morning, about potentially using VTTs for players, because screen real estate is a fucking premium when you've got so many things going on. There's just no place to realistically put maps, but it would be nice to have VTTs for the players.
Yeah,
Where-
it'd make it a lot easier so that you're not constantly having to describe distances.
Yeah.
And
So
Yes,
we're
sir.
walking up on the first ramp. Are the apes in front of us, you're saying, or they're like in between each one?
They are. It doesn't specifically say. I'm assuming that they're hanging out like by the entrance of the. So it goes up. Like there's only one way into the tower.
Yeah.
It's the first, and it just goes up, kind of like in a
Yeah.
whatever. So I'm imagining they're right there at that entrance ramp because the implication. No women are in danger. I would never hurt these women. But the implication is that these are the guards that Noak had referenced, except now they have been turned into apes.
Okay, so they're probably the first thing we're going to encounter. Is what you're saying? Okay, I walk up to these apes.
No more Kaylee on screen. What do you mean?
Well, you're gonna just walk out there. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna stealth away, and I actually ended up getting a cloak of elfin kind one of those times that we got the
interesting.
handy haversack. So I'm gonna roll with advantage. Stealth away.
Does there appear to be any windows anywhere?
Yes, I
The
believe
big
there
room
are.
has a couple windows, is what Nolan was saying.
How
Yeah,
high up
don't-
are they?
The
They're
big
pretty
room
high.
is
They're
20
at least
feet.
20 feet at least.
Okay, I want to
22.
use my geyser and blast my way up there.
Yeah.
Like put it on the
absolutely.
ground, sit on top of it, and
I will set in order to control your geyser.
oh, I don't have to
will
do this
say-
gracefully.
Oh yeah, no. Just to get it in the general
Oh
vicinity.
yeah.
I'm gonna set the DC at a DC 15 acrobatics.
Gotcha.
And remember, you do have inspiration, courtesy of Ash bringing me a bagel.
And he
Okay.
can blast at 15 feet, so that'd be perfect.
Acrobatics,
'cause
you
he's-
said.
Yes.
Oh man, it was a 16. I have -1 acrobatics. So it's a 15.
You beat it.
Beats it. Oh boy, we are going off the rails with this adventure because I don't have the heart after this past weekend to tell you all no, this is not the way the adventure is designed to go. But when does an adventure ever go the way it's designed to go here on Playotic? I think it's time for me to throw out my notes. There's some this is I mentioned this before with one of the other adventures that we ran. One of the very first ones, not a most potent brew, but this one is very text dense, and I don't know if it's because like I'm tired, but I'm having a really hard time parsing information. So if it takes me a moment to be like find the, anyway. Let's see. So you're bypassing the first floor. Let's see.
Only Vorath is launching himself to the window. The thing can blast him 15 feet. The platform is 20 feet off the air, so he's going
No,
to
it's
be
30
hanging on the
feet.
windowsill. Oh, 30? I thought it was 15.
Hold on, maybe I'm wrong on the.
I thought it was 20.
I think you said it sprays 30 feet and can knock
Oh,
somebody
it sprays
15
30.
feet.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that then, because that's not gonna do what I.
Well, you
At
can sit on
30.
it and then grab onto the window and pull yourself up. That's what I thought you were going to do.
Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't going to just blast through the window, and land on my back.
Nurse
Definitely
Wiggles,
wasn't
I
doing
appreciate that. I will be taking a hearty sleep after this. I genuinely was looking forward to this all day. As the day goes on, I remember that I didn't get much sleep because, like an idiot, I stayed up all night with your husband talking about stuff. So
Is there Witchlight tomorrow?
there is Witchlight tomorrow, but
Okay.
I'll be fine for that.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I sent Gup a message like as we were all wrapping up in the voice chat at the end of the night after we had gone offline, and I sent Gup a message like, "Hey, if you need to go to bed, totally cool, but like, do you want to hop in a call, just to go over a couple things while it's fresh in our heads?" And he didn't
4
respond. He's
hours
like, "All right,
later.
good night, everybody." And then we all hung up. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go about my night." I, said goodnight to Ash. Got into bed, and then I get a ding. Yeah, I'd love to hop on a call. And I was just like, "Fuck it!" So I ran to my computer, and we talked about stuff for like 6 hours. And so we had a lot of good discussion about what's gonna happen next year, and spoiler alert, what's gonna happen later this year.
Oh.
Let me know if you need to request any time off, sir.
No, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
That's classified.
That's classified. I can't divulge that right now. So
Maybe.
And anyway, what were we doing? All right. So you are not going up through the second story window because
we
you
said that he could blast
did not
himself.
come in through the window last night, and your car is not in the front yard. So I do not need to tell you why. I said that like kind of weirdly in reverse. That had a bad ear feel. So yes, the apes are playing with an oversized pair of dice on the lawn, and they are immediately surrounding the ramp.
I'm walking up to the apes. Ziggy has successfully disappeared, and
I got
apparently,
20
even
turns,
though we Mick and I figured out that he could technically do it, you just said no.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay. I thought it would be funny, just blasting, just hanging on for dear life, and then still pulling himself up, just hello.
Yeah, almost, but not quite.
Okay.
As you begin to approach and the apes take notice of you, they will grab their great swords from the ground.
Are
and
any of them
charge you.
grape apes by chance?
One of them does look purplish. It's hard to tell in the lighting. It is daylight, and it might wash out a little bit.
What
of the
kind of
purple.
apes are they?
Is one of them wearing a
the
frickin'
greatest?
tie?
That's McGilla. That'd be.
I was going to say, is one of them named McGilla
No,
by chance?
there's multiple
Weirdly
type-
enough, one
type
of them
apes.
does have a name tag, and you can just faintly make out McGilla on it.
Is he a gorilla?
You're not intimately familiar with the ape family.
Yes.
But
Do I need
if
to
you
make a
were a
nature
betting
check?
man, which Torm guides your hand often, so you wouldn't really bet, but you would wager on Torm's justice and love and light and all that he brings.
Torm knows all. Yeah.
Torm knows all, and Torm says, "Yeah, that's a gorilla whose name is McGilla."
And
I'm glad we
what
cleared
about
that
the
up.
last one?
Thank you. Continue.
Is
The last
for donkey?
one is named Tofu John. And Tofu John, along with Magilla Gorilla and the Grape Ape, charge you. I need you all to roll initiative.
I want to kill the grape ape. Ooh, that's 14.
That's a 20.
That's 16, I think. Hang on.
Oh, you mean I actually have a chance? Of
That's a
going
15. I'm
first?
sorry, 15.
Hoot.
Let's see.
Remember, we have this scroll of enhanced speak with animals, so I don't know if that'll even work or if it's just for the sheep.
It is only for Noak,
Or who?
the sheep.
It's only so we can get noked.
I thought Noak was the assistant.
Yeah, probably, and I fucked that up.
Walt Sparkle or whatever his name was. Sheep.
Yeah,
Shine
you're right,
something.
you're right. Look,
Sparkle Shine?
do you expect me to remember the things that I just told you? Really?
No.
Buddy,
No.
I don't. expect
I don't
to
control to
remember
remember.
shit that I
I don't
did.
control
I
to
didn't expect anybody to remember shit anyone else does.
No, you're right. Noke is the apprentice. It's yes, it's Ziggy. You go first. There are 2
Sweet.
more auto crits locked and loaded for the next
Uh-huh.
successful attacks.
Yeah. And I am currently stealthing, correct?
Yes, you are stealthing. Yeah, Holdren. Nipple play is always on the table at Playotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing if
Always.
Dragonborn have nipples.
They
And,
do.
They do.
Apparently they do.
Surprisingly, or perhaps unsurprisingly.
Unsurprising.
Yeah,
let's be
unsurprisingly.
honest. Let's be honest, it's unsurprising. Anyway, before we
And
devolve
welcome
into
back.
that talk again, I'm gonna take the initiative to essentially, if I can get close to them while still being stealth, stab one of them with my short sword with advantage if I'm able to.
Yeah, roll stealth.
Okay. That's an 18.
You are able to get close to them without them realizing.
Sweet, that means I can attack with advantage.
Wouldn't you be able to do that anyway because Orwin's within 5 feet of them?
I don't think it would have
that
gotten
just
that
means
close
I get
yet, 'cause-
sneak attack anyway.
Oh, sneak attack. Okay, gotcha.
Which that's half the reason why I'm stealthing anyway, but
Right.
the
So it's not
advantage
reliant on
is
other people.
nice.
One of the grape ape is squeaking.
I thought, I just thought the sheep was back in Voral's tunic.
So dance space
That is
monkeys
a
again.
24.
24 hits, which means it crits.
Uh-huh. And that means I get sneak attack with crit. Let me make sure I know how many dice I'm rolling.
I'm gonna trust you on
2d6,
that
so
one.
I'm rolling 4d6. Well, 12.
Does the sneak
and then-
attack damage a double on a crit, or is it just
so
the
it's
initial?
it's all rolled dice.
It's all rolled dice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Please
So
don't kill-
technically it'd be 12.
I'm gonna save
Max,
you the
and then-
numbers because you're absolutely gonna kill one of these apes.
Don't kill the grape. Don't kill the grape.
I can kill everyone. I don't have to kill Grape.
Okay.
Whichever one's closest is the one that's getting ended first. I don't
Let's
care.
let's roll a d6 for it. 1 to
4F
2 is
called it.
Magilla Gorilla, 3 to 4 is Grape Ape, and 5 to 6 is Tofu John. It's Tofu John, I'm afraid.
Okay. Then I
Or
mean,
Tofu
let's
Steve,
see
whatever
here.
his name was.
Never really was a fan of a tofu, but I never really had it.
11 plus d6. That's 13 plus.
I said save the damage dies. You kill it.
Look,
Yeah, like
He's
fucking
been,
10
he's been
HP.
waiting 3 sessions to do this.
Look,
Been
I've
3
been
sessions.
waiting
Let him get
to
the numbers.
fucking have my
Just let him
sneak
get the numbers.
attack.
All right, fine, fine. I'm sorry.
And
Roll
it's a
your
crit.
damage. I know it makes you feel good. I shouldn't deny
Yeah.
you that joy.
It's like
Let
half
him
the
just see how
joy of
big his
being a
numbers are.
fucking bro.
You know, when we first started doing the Unprepared, I had originally planned, much like I did for Fate's Fortune, I was gonna track like most damage dealt in a single hit and like most damage taken in a single hit and whatnot. And then I didn't have time to like put all that together before we had to like kind of rush this onto the air. And then I'm glad that I didn't because these numbers mean nothing because of all the chicanery going on. I don't
Yep.
even know if I used that word right, which is on
31
brand.
total.
It's shenanigans and arcane, so yes, chicanery.
Chicanery is the use of trickery to achieve a political, financial, or legal purpose. So not
Oh.
chicanery, but, you know, we'll go with your definition of shenanigans mixed with arcane.
Yeah.
So that's just the 31 total points of damage.
31 instantly kills it.
Uh-huh. And then bonus action, if I'm close enough to the other one,
Yeah, it's within 5 feet.
cool. My free hand, one of those psychic blades forms, and I'm a shank the dude.
All right, roll to hit.
This won't be with advantage because I broke stealth.
Wait, are you shanking Tofu John? Didn't you just kill him, or are you
I already
shanking?
shanked Tofu John. This is my bonus action.
So which one are you shanking? Or sorry, which one are you bonus shanking?
Great.
All right.
Fuck it. 15.
15 hits.
Neat. That's 1d4 plus 4. Seven. 7 points of psychic damage.
All right. It takes that 7 points
that
of
was solid.
psychic damage.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
All right. That takes us to Orwin.
I'm gonna look at Magilla Gorilla, and I'm gonna intimidate Magilla Gorilla.
Ooh, interesting. All right.
And that it'd be a 14.
A 14. And how are you attempting to intimidate? Like, what's your goal?
To kind of get him to stop approaching, to see if he can kind of back off a little bit. I'm trying to be able to get Voreth in there to do something big, because the most stuff I have is ranged. So it's like, just keep the other ones kind of together, because we already got someone from behind, we got someone coming from approach, and we got, your support locks it on over there trying to, being all big, like it gonna stomp you if it gets upset, kind of like intimidate.
Sure. Seeing Ziggy instantly kill Tofu John and then shank Grape Ape, Magilla Gorilla runs away.
I told you, people are getting checked.
Was anybody within range of him? I guess my question.
He runs away from you.
Shit.
What does that
Okay.
sound like?
What? Was he in range of me?
No,
Is he running out of my range?
no.
Okay.
He ran away. Let him live. Damn.
I already said no. You can't be within range of all of them at the same time.
I'm just... Look, I'm asking.
Magilla Gorilla is charging Orwin. Orwin goes, and Magilla Gorilla goes, nope.
It's a fair question. Ziggy is a very stabby boy, okay?
I understand. If he had been in range, I would have given you an attack of opportunity.
That is fair.
Do I not give you enough fun toys on this show? Like, goddamn, really?
Look, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying my character likes to stab things.
Fine. Orwin, is there anything else you can do on this turn? You're starting to get there up in levels. Do you have any bonus actions or anything that you want to do?
I'm gonna listen to Voreth this time and kind of just be nice. He's already running away, and I don't want to, pull the whole as he's running away kind of thing. I mean, part of me wants to, but it's like, I guess we don't have to, because technically we beat the encounter, so we still get XP for beating the encounter.
I think I'd break my oath if I ran him down and killed him.
Torm would be very upset.
I'm pretty sure it would break my oath.
Wait. So am I letting him go?
I mean, are
Do you
you?
Voreth, you think?
It's your turn. Like, you get to decide.
Oh man. All right, fine. I'm summoning my wildfire spirit on him.
Ooh, okay. Does
Just
that
let
go
it-
immediately after your initiative, or does it get its own initiative?
It goes right immediately after me, and
Okay.
it's gonna appear on him. Where is it?
Sorry for spooking you, Kaylee. But technically, it was Orwin's fault. He was the one that went.
Yes, that definitely me.
What?
Needs to make a. I want to say that's a dexterity. No, wait, hang on. Dexterity. Okay, I need dexterity saving throw. Oh jeez. Oh, he's not gonna make this. I still don't think. of a dear God, why? Of a 22.
DC 22? No, he's gonna fail that.
Yeah, it's a dexterity because when I summon it, it has anything within 10-foot radius can take damage of my choice of a dexterity saving throw, which is DC 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus the modifier ability increased by the face. That's wisdom. I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, so that's DC 17, and then from all the shit that you've given me, I have +5 to my proficiency. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. DC 22, he's already
17.
failed it. He rolled an 11.
Okay.
He's already failed.
and so 2d6 fire damage.
All right. And McGill Gorilla's dead.
Look at look.
Okay,
And
He
it's gone.
died.
how much HP did he have?
Yeah, I don't know. Enough to die.
We'll find out.
Okay, fine. So be it. Fire Spirit's gonna teleport back to me, and you see a fiery, crudely drawn elephant kind of just hanging out nearby.
All right. Vorath, it is your turn.
Great baby's
Are
yours.
we still in combat?
Yeah,
There's
great baby's
Ape
yours.
Or Grape Ape.
He didn't
I
run.
stabbed him. I didn't kill him.
No.
Well, I guess I'll hit him with my hammer.
Oh, you know, I forgot to say that that Fire Spirit would have crit, so. Pow. There goes the last locked and loaded crit.
Does a 26 hit?
You know, weirdly enough, as a strange little tune fills the air, absolutely it does. Kaylee said apparently I have to look like I'm running the Coca-Cola experience right now. So.
All right.
It's all over now.
So that's some damage.
The second you started saying that, it looked like Mick was about to just flip a table. Like, I'm done.
9 damage.
9 damage is enough to kill him after what the little dragonborn there did.
Nice. I'm a dragonborn as well. Don't
Oh
make
yeah,
it a
yeah. So
race thing.
after Ziggy shanked him, you finished him off.
Smash.
Let me smash. Bitches love blue.
Smash.
Let me
I thought they like cannons.
Maybe.
Right, so
Apes are
dealt
dead.
with their ape guard.
What are these big die?
There's different shapes and sizes. Some of them are 4-sided. Some of them are 6. Some 20. Some 12.
How many are there?
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
I
Strange.
want to grab a d20.
All right.
Put it in my pocket.
Okay. They are
it
large.
fit?
They're like
Oh.
playthings at a zoo.
Oh, I don't want that bullshit then.
I'm gonna take the d20 and I'm
Are
just
they
gonna.
like this for babies?
Bigger, more like herding balls.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. I'm not.
They
Do they
are
bounce?
oversized. I mean, I guess technically what you showed is an
Are
oversized.
they like
dice,
inflated or rubber or something?
but, I don't know.
Would they hurt if I threw it at someone?
Probably.
If you threw it hard enough, anything would hurt.
I'm gonna. Vorath is gonna kind of dispose of the d20 because he's like, fuck this, never mind. And I'm gonna pick up the d20. I'm just gonna just slightly kind of just toss it at his head and just bonk it off,
All right.
just kind of like a beach ball, kind of like a kung, not like a hurt, like I'm a break your skull with this inflatable.
Got it.
So how does it land?
With a thud and a crack.
Vorath is unconscious peeing himself.
You just killed your friend.
Yeah.
How does that make
he's
you
dead
feel?
now. He drowned in his own pee.
Yeah. Vorath is just lying there, the light of Torm fading from his eyes.
I specifically said lightly bounce. Let's just lightly bounce.
Yeah, well, you didn't
It's like a
know
glass
how
straw,
heavy the
but his
object
whole
was, and you
scale.
decided that the way you were going to test it was by throwing it at your friend's face.
You didn't have to roll the hitter for damage, so y'all are bullshitting me.
Yes,
How does it land on the ground? How does it land on the ground? Do I need to roll for that?
I mean, it lands on the ground like an object that size, shape, and density would.
I meant like what number is facing upwards. I want to see if it does
gotcha.
anything.
It rolls a 12.
Does it do anything?
It sits there.
Okay.
It's not
They're
the
just-
dodecahedron.
Literally just a bunch of playthings for some apes.
All right then.
Right. Should we try to get inside now?
Oh yeah, we're just
Yes.
gonna go up the ramp.
Yeah.
All right.
Is
Da,
the
da,
door
da.
closed?
Is there even a door, or is it just a door?
There is a
Because
door.
it's branches that. Okay.
There is a door.
Can I check to see if it's trapped? Or if it's
Sure.
locked first?
Roll perception to see if it's trapped, and then you can check if it's locked.
Okay. That's a 11.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you don't notice anything out of the ordinary with this door.
And then you said another perception or investigation.
No, just perception to see if it's trapped, and then you can check if it's unlocked.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check to see if it's unlocked.
All right. You jiggle the handle, and it seems unlocked.
Shrugs. Gonna try to open it.
And the door opens.
Cool. Can I hear anyone inside?
No, actually, there are no people in this section of the tower. It's just sort of like an open air indoor garden type situation.
Okay.
Right. Come on.
Just kind of pushes the door open more and heads inside.
Yeah.
There's really nothing in here. It's just sort of an open air area.
Does it smell weird?
Smells like nature.
You sure? Nothing magical going on here as soon as you open the door?
Mm-hmm.
It
Do you
is a
want there to
wizard's
be
tower.
something weird and magical happening?
I mean, I don't know. I got a really good sense of smell. Can I smell anything?
Smells like nature.
Okay. No magic smells.
It smells like nature.
All right, little Bo Peep. Where are we going next?
We got another $25 donation to Extra Life. Can you believe
Well, it doesn't
it?
smell like anything,
snap.
so that donation doesn't count anymore. Sorry.
Why? Why would that be a thing?
Because it was gonna roll on the table in a magic surge and smell like magic, and I was gonna try to do a thing, and then you're like, no.
I'm so deeply confused. Why would the room smelling like something other than nature affect the magic surge?
Because if it was magic and we got hit with just a big waft of magic, because magic, I was trying to be like all dramatic and shit.
But you were asking about that before the donation even happened. I'm so confused.
Because the nation took its sweet time.
He's
to
very
show.
tired.
Okay,
He's a
fine,
tired
fine.
boy. He's a tired
I had a really
boy.
cute idea in my head, and it didn't go as properly timed as I thought it would. So
I'm
me,
sorry. I didn't mean
sorry.
to ruin it.
you didn't ruin it.
I
It's fine.
ruin everything, okay?
No, it was just the delay on the extra life thing. It's not you. What do we got, Doctor?
I am tabulating it up. We have.
Tell me like it is.
Oh, you have cancer. I'm sorry. Player 3, Vorath, you have I think you
Cancer.
have 2 of these now. You have the pay to win god. So for every 50 gold that you sacrifice, you can add 2d20 to a damage roll.
That's gonna go in his back pocket and never be touched.
Yep. I feel like I need to make that one more enticing. Maybe lower.
I only
the,
have 50 gold, so
Yeah, I'll probably let's say for every 10 gold, just for now, and I'll adjust it. Like maybe that's a little bit more enticing. Everybody gains 25% of your current level's XP.
You'll do the math later on that.
I will do the math later on that.
That's nice.
That is nice. It's always nice when
You're nice.
nice things happen. Aw. Let's see, 55. We got player 2. Ziggy, your proficiency bonus increases by 1.
Oh boy.
And player 3, Vorath. Do you have
me.
dark vision?
I don't actually because I'm a dragonborn and they don't have dark vision.
Did I Did I give you dark vision earlier, or was that somebody
Nope.
else?
Oh, someone else.
All right.
I got true sight because I already had dark vision.
Gotcha. Well, you now have dark vision, Vorath. Torm allows you to see sight beyond sight.
He is a
Uh,
noble and just god.
And then finally, which one was this? Was it 11? Yes. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Bandit
Well, that's
roll, we know
bad.
what this one is.
That's a 1 because I rolled a 2 and -1.
That's not a nat one though.
Nope. Technically
Cannot
not.
critically fail ability checks in 5e.
16.
It's a 14.
A 14, a 1, and a what else? Sorry?
16.
16. All right. You hear a whistling above your head as an anvil plunges from nowhere, slamming into Vorath's head, dealing 40 bludgeoning damage.
Do we have our temporary HP still or no?
No, that got removed when you went to the beach.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead.
Unconscious or
How much-
dead?
how much
There's a
health
big
did you have?
difference.
How much health did
Didn't he
you
get
have?
plus 30
28.
earlier?
I'm dead.
No, you're
L-
not.
Didn't he get
40
plus 30 at the
damage?
beginning?
It has to do double your max damage after taking you to
Okay.
0.
Yeah.
Here,
Well, I'm
actually,
unconscious.
let me post this. Insta kill. What does Nyx have to say about it?
Yeah, no, it's
Massive damage can kill you instantly. When damage reduces you to 0 hit points and there's damage remaining, you die if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum. So it would have had to do 28 plus 28. So it would have had
So
to do
56.
56
Yeah,
damage.
56.
Okay, no.
It was
But
close.
I'm unconscious.
I'm gonna. Shit. Actually, I can't force him. Can I force him for that?
Good night,
Good-
everybody.
Bye.
Goodberry restores 1 HP. My question is, they have to eat it first.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
just
can.
shove it in
I
his
think
mouth?
the general rule is you force it down their throat just like a health potion.
Okay. I'm gonna force a couple of my berries down Vorath's throat.
You can
Alright.
heal in this one, Kaylee, but
I got
Nyx is
1
currently
HP.
a Piddly level 1,
2
and Nyx
HP.
doesn't know a healing
Yep.
spell yet.
Oops. Okay, 2 HP. Let's go.
2 HP, and then I'm gonna slap him with a healing word. Not actually slapping him though. And that's 1d4 plus 6 plus fuck, forgetting where I put it, plus 5. So that's 1d4 plus 11.
Nice.
Mick,
Oh, I need to roll, huh?
yeah. So 1d4.
That's a 1.
You know what?
So, 12.
So extra 12. So,
So
you got
14.
14 HP, and then I'm gonna. All right. I have a few. I actually got one of these. I'm just gonna sit there and.
I got a healing pool. I'm a paladin.
Okay. All right. If you want to, I mean, I was gonna use my ointment, but okay.
I use my lay on hands.
Okay. Am I getting too touchy feely for you?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Is that another $55, or is that
Jesus
35?
Christ.
$50 dive. Fucking shit. Okay,
Oh,
hang on.
damn.
Is that 11
That's 11.
magic
Yep.
surges?
yes.
Hey, it put me back up to full health.
Oh Jesus.
Also,
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure we got a plus
Thank
30
you,
max
Alligator.
HP.
That was
But-
removed
but-
when you
yeah.
went to the beach.
Because it was a curse. Yeah.
Thank you so much, iGator.
Thank you,
Holy
iGator.
crap.
Holy shit.
I don't know. I feel like I'm all thanked out.
Whoa.
So one of those didn't quite land right, so I'm going to re-roll that with the final surge that still needs to be rolled.
Oh, so it's a max of 10?
Didn't say that. I said one of those
Oh.
didn't roll right, so I'm going to re-roll it with
With the
one that
final.
remains.
Oh, because 11 can't fit on the screen because it's not. Living your secrets.
Look, I can add as many as I want. Then it's a matter of what's legible, okay?
Yeah.
That's true.
Da-da-da.
Nice.
There was a 2 and a 12
Thank you
in there.
again, seriously,
seriously,
iGator,
thank
so
you.
much for
seriously.
that. With the $25 or more donation, that also is going to trigger an auto crit, if I remember right. Yes, an auto crit. So we've got one locked and loaded. Give me a moment here to calculate some of these surges.
Shame.
Shame. Vorath, you may now pay 10 gold to add 3 d20 to any damage dice. It is still
Hey.
just the one time, but if there's a creature you want to fuck
Been
up,
waiting. Any moment,
Any
it's gonna
moment.
happen.
let's see. Everybody, your next roll on a d20, your very next one, can only be a 1 or a 20, and it's decided by whichever number it's closer to. So 11 and up is a 20, 10 and lower is a 1. 41. Vorath, you gain a permanent +1 to initiative.
It's a nice one.
Ziggy, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Everybody does gain an additional 25% of their current level's XP.
That's 50%. Okay, cool.
66. Orwin, one of your weapons that does not have +1 becomes a +1 and +2 and so on until it maxes out at +3. We're getting there. I need some music for this. All of the XP for the current adventuring session is doubled. This does not stack with other XP abilities.
But it does work with the extra 50% of the level.
It does not double that. It just doubles XP gains. So
Correct.
any XP
Gains.
gained in this is doubled. And
Because
then
they're
you
both
also
separate.
gain-
Is what
Yes.
we're on the same
Yes.
page. We're on the same page.
Cool. Just making sure. We got 4 more surges to go. Ziggy, what's in your hands?
Right now, nothing.
No.
He would have sheathed his weapons after we got through
That's
the
fair.
fight. So
You
I thought,
realize that you've had a banana in your hand for as long as you can remember.
I thought he would still be holding the door.
no, because we stepped inside of that room,
Okay.
and then Vorath got anviled.
Got
Oh,
bonked.
yeah.
Big bonk.
Orwin, your proficiency bonus gets a +1. Vorath, you may increase any of your ability scores by 2 permanently.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
And Vorath, you may also gain proficiency in 1 skill of your choice with an appropriate
what the
bodily
fuck?
modification to justify it. And thank you again, iGator, for that $55 donation. That brings us to
What?
$4,180. We're getting pretty close to
There we go.
potentially taking a break on the Unprepared, just to do some retooling. I like to retool on the fly, but I feel like it's getting a little away from me right now. This isn't a for sure thing, but if at some point you hear me say, "Hey, no Unprepared this week," that's why. Because I would like to retool some things to be more Extra Life oriented, and take some time to work on the surges, and also GalaxyCon's coming up, and I need to put some time and energy into that. But for now, Unprepared's not going anywhere.
No.
Back to the adventure. So you walk up to the central platform, and there is a door. You do notice this one is locked.
Is it?
It's locked in the traditional sense, where if you turn the handle, nothing happens. But through
I'm gonna
Torm,
bash this door
anything's
open.
possible.
I'm gonna bash it. I want to bash this door down.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Getting in, buddy. All right, athletics. 18.
That's
18,
a 20.
you smash down this door. In
That's a
this
20,
area,
right?
is divided
Yeah.
up into 3 sections.
Yeah, I rolled
One
a
contain-
12, and it was +6, so 6. That's 18.
But the next die you roll is either a 1 or a 20.
Oh,
Hit.
can't critically success on
Yeah,
ability
yeah.
checks.
It's for attack
Oh.
rolls, not.
I was
skill
hoping the
checks.
door just.
No, you cannot critically fail or succeed on ability checks. One contains a combination library and a lab on a sitting. Wait, the area is divided up into 3 sections. One contains a combination library and lab. One is a sitting room, and one is a dining room / kitchen. Untidy bookshelves line much of the outer walls, and work tables are covered with stacks of ink-splattered notes and complicated anatomical diagrams of various beasts and monsters. The tallest platform. Wait, hang on. What? Why did it skip to the tallest platform? Oh, because this is horribly arranged. Got it. You see Noak working furiously on new spells, and he notices you as you, of course, kick the door down, and he will order you. Ah! Return the sheep, and in return I will not destroy you all.
Is that it?
What do you
the
mean?
only
It's pretty
offer?
straightforward, is it not? I sent an emissary specifically to explain this to you.
where's
So
he
that's the only
standing?
offer. There's nothing else. Just sheep or die.
I would like my sheep back, yes. I'm prepared to kill you over it. But you
Oh,
can
cool.
return it, and
'Cause-
everything will be fine.
See, we're gonna stab you first.
Are you, is that
I
is
want
that
to
you rolling
lightning breath
initiative?
this guy. Is he 30 feet away from me?
He's within 30 feet.
I want to blast him.
Oh my god.
Righteous Operation Righteous Breath Lightning.
Is Forath bronze or blue?
He's blue.
What do you mean I'm clearly prepared? I'm literally reading this.
So what, you need that damage there, Chief?
Yes, please. Are you doing pay to
And the
win?
deck save.
Well, yeah, I could do that, couldn't I?
Yeah, 10 gold gets you plus 3d20.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay.
And at least one of those is an auto 20. And since
Yes.
this
Well,
is
it's
the
a
next
save.
successful, so this crits, which means you max out.
Well,
This is a lot of
so
damage.
Dragonborn
Yeah,
breath
so
weapons are to save.
2d6.
They're
Yeah,
saves.
so 12.
Oh, I thought you were doing something different. Okay,
No, 12.
Okay.
Max damage plus
12
20.
max, plus 3d20.
Okay, so just whatever they roll.
Yeah, just whatever they roll.
Well, one of them's already a 20, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's,
So that's
32,
20, 32.
and then that's gonna be 47 because I rolled a 15, and then the
Oh
other
my God.
d20, that is a natural 20.
Oh my
So-
god.
Does that? How does that work? So that's
So it goes 67 total.
yeah. So that's 67.
This
Unless
guy's getting the chair,
I get
even though he's standing.
double damage for a nat 20 on that roll. If not,
Well-
that's fine because that's a little ridiculous.
You're doing your breath weapon, right?
Yeah.
So as
You rolled a
far
20
as
for
I'm aware,
damage. Not a
Yeah.
20
breath
to hit.
weapons are sucker save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not to hit. This is just how much damage it does if
Okay.
you save.
So yeah, 67 from me going. "Brah!"
He's getting the chair.
I just
What kind of
basically
save does he gotta
proton
make?
packed him from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't matter what his save is because he rolled a 2, so he's definitely
Okay, yeah.
failing it.
Yep.
And Noak has 55 total HP. He is a 7th level spellcaster, though.
Not anymore, he ain't.
And that is correct. He ain't a 7th level spellcaster anymore.
And I would like to take his face.
Is this the second face that you've collected?
Yes, in Torm's name, I guess.
Of course, always
The
in
third.
Form's
It's the
name.
third. It's the third.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
one of them
third?
got lost.
One of
what
them was
happened?
attached to a bomb.
Yeah, one of them was on a bomb.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
So I'll
bombed
take it,
him.
but it's all crispy and stuff. So it's like bacon. But I will take his face.
You know
All
what?
right.
I said I was gonna fucking stab this guy, so Jig just walks over and stabs him. I
But
fucking
was
said
he,
I'm stabbing him.
was he standing in the library area with the books and stuff?
He was standing in like the lavish area.
With all the books and
Anymore?
The anatomy books you said, right?
I didn't say anatomy books. I just said books. Did I
You
say
s-
anatomy books?
I think you said
I don't
anatomy.
recall anatomy.
Then sure. If I said anatomy books, then go for it.
Because I remember
I'm sure there's
specifically
some
We'll look at my anatomy.
anatomical.
Oh.
I was gonna say anatomical because I'd be like, all right, can I actually check here, versus online.
Oh, if it has,
What's
if
this-
Dragonborns have nipples,
that was the joke I was gonna make. Yeah.
roll a d100.
Oh shit.
I'm sure there are, because transmutation, you still need a basic understanding of anatomy,
It's a 60.
I guess.
No, I can't make this up. That's a 69.
Dragonborn
Nice.
absolutely have nipples.
And
It
they're
is-
sexy
It is
nipples.
so. This is the way.
This is the way.
It is known.
Wow. Okay. What's he got on him? Let's rummage through his crispified corpse.
We already fried his ass. Might as well rob him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find that one.
Does he have the rod on him?
He does not.
Oh,
Fuck
what
is
does he
this
have on
wand?
him?
What the fuck is it?
Just his clothes.
Are they fancy? Do they do anything for him? Anything magical on him?
Nope.
Shit. Anything in his pockets? No money.
No money. Just the clothes on his back.
I'm gonna kick his corpse.
How dare you not have any loot?
Thought you were a sorcerer.
This bitch.
I'm gonna go in the
Alright.
kitchen then. What have I got? What do I find? Anything good?
Yeah, you
need to
find
find
a
something for this
delicious
place.
chicken salad sandwich.
Ooh.
I'm gonna search this lab, see if he hid it somewhere.
I'm praying. I'm giving thanks to Torm for giving me this strength and power to.
That was fucking legit, dude.
Fry,
that was
man.
fucking legit.
Yes.
What race was he, by the way?
I don't remember. Was he an elf? Was he a gnome? I don't remember.
Well, he's
I'm
dead,
asking
so-
you.
I don't remember.
Well, he's a corpse now, so
I was gonna ask you to make it up.
I don't want to make it up.
Okay, fine.
Don't make him do things. Don't make me do things.
Why does it matter what race? Why does it matter?
Because I wanted to see if he's gonna fit in the fridge.
You can make him fit in the fridge. He's a toasty corpse.
But I guess I have to break his bones and stuff, and that'd be annoying.
Right.
And-
You can make that happen. You're a Loxodon. That's a dead
Fine.
body. Use the strength that Nyx has given you. I'm sure you have a 20 by now.
It's a 19.
So crush this fucking body and shove it in the fridge for tomorrow's leftovers.
I guess I can't use my 22 wisdom to do anything, can I?
You
For
have
crushing
the
it?
wisdom to know you can use your strength to shove the body in the fridge.
He's going in the freezer.
Even better, the freezer's smaller.
Yeah, he's going in the freezer. So I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just like origami, just fold them over. Just
right.
All right,
Well,
that's
he's
done.
doing that, and I'm gonna.
His skin
distinctly
sounds
ignore
like
the
a popcorn
snapping.
bag, just like
Yeah. The snapping of the bones as he's folding him up. Can I see if I can't find hidden anything?
Yeah, there's still the third platform where where you believe that the rod would be based on the information that Noke had, or not Noke, the fucking not Glowkindle, whatever the fuck Valley Girl's
Shiny,
name
whatever
is.
the fuck his name is.
Yeah, shiny
Sparkle.
Mc fucking turned into Sheep Man.
Shiny wool. Fuck it.
sparkle glitter or something. I don't know.
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna
I could
go to
just
that
scroll up
door.
to the very top of the adventure and look.
I'm gonna go to the door and see if
Find
it's
Seer
locked.
Shine Bright. What a dumb name.
That is a redundant fucking name, but
Hey,
anyway.
so did we win? Did we complete the quest?
No,
I
we
think
still gotta
Nolan
find the
needs
well.
a
Since you got
nap.
You got to go up to the third floor, where there's definitely not one more combat encounter to end the night
course not.
before getting the rod and wanding.
Can
Find
I
Seer
go
Shine
up
Bright.
and I'll
Test the door
definitely
to see
pay
if
to
it's
win.
locked.
I'll pay to win and smash it with my hammer.
3 rounds after Noke runs away, just kidding, he's been turned to a crisp. As you're searching the compound,
I put his face on mine to trick who's ever on the third floor.
It looks like he just has bacon on
Yeah.
his face.
Hello, it is I, Noke.
Two of you have True Strike, by the way, which for the sake of Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Weekend being such a great success and coming to a close, I will allow you all to combine your final attacks into a singular, powerful
It's some Power Ranger
attack.
shit. Well, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Oh,
Let's do it.
I
So,
get to
as
I
you're
get to do
searching the
anything.
compound, you
Put it
hear, you know,
together.
the sound of like the maids making beds at a hotel as they like the sheets. A beast which looks like a dragon carved from wood with billowing bed sheets for wings and a tall tail that ends in a soft pillow bursts from the tower. It lets out a
Housekeeping.
gigantic breath of splinters that shreds the area around it.
Oh, it doesn't say housekeeping.
Housekeeping. You
I
all
would
have
like-
absolutely can go first because this bed has a very low dexterity.
The bed
I
has
would
dexterity.
like to use the bonus action.
The bed dragon.
To
The bed dragon.
blast myself 15 feet in the air to smash with my hammer on the bad dragon.
Okay, let's wait for damage. So Vorath
Yeah.
has geysered into the air, preparing to smash the bad dragon with his
Bringing-
fist of justice, which is
Orbital
what he calls his
strike.
hammer.
Or no, what is it? Meteor strike.
Meteor strike.
Yeah.
Yes. What does Orwin do?
Orwin's gonna get. So it's actually a bed.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
It's a
wow.
beast that looks like a dragon carved from wood with billowing bed sheets for wings and a tail that ends in a soft pillow.
Okay. I am. Orwin's gonna coil his trunk up, flex really like he's like building up internal energy, and he's gonna start glowing like red from the inside out. Like it looks like he's gonna he's about to shit his pants. But he's gonna then just with just such force, outward force. It's like a shockwave. He's gonna use something new that he's got. It's searing ignition.
Ooh.
And it's a dexterity saving throw. Basically, I can replace single attack with a magical burst of flame. Each creature of your choice within a 15-foot radius sphere centered on you must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes set amount of damage. And as the blinded-
700?
A set amount of damage.
A set of mount. Okay.
Yeah. Fire damage, and has the blinded condition until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Set amount of damage, blinded condition until the start of your next turn. Okay. And that's what you're going to be doing?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and while we're figuring out what Ziggy's going to do, figure out what that set amount of damage is going to do. Ziggy, what are you up to?
So, fucking blame solo leveling anime. That's goated. I watched the shit out of it. He's essentially just gonna rush in and fucking do like a blade flurry attack.
Uh-huh.
No, both short swords out and just gonna be fucking hacking away while
Gotcha.
everybody else does their shit.
All right. Roll for your damage. Figure out how much that's going to be. All of these are automatically going to hit. I think there's an auto crit locked and loaded somewhere. Fuck it. You all get it.
Would this
Mick,
also involve my sneak attack since technically
you have allies within
Vorath-
range. Yep.
Yeah. Perfect.
Vorath, you can do the pay to win
Okay.
gods. Once everybody knows their damage, let me know.
Would I be able to use 2 weapon attacks for that?
2 weapon attacks for your sneak attack?
Okay, no, it's just gonna count as one. I'm just flavoring it as both weapons.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, for flavor you can do 2.
Okay.
All right. Or actually, once you have your total damage figured out, go ahead and give it a read out loud.
It's 32 total. No, 42.
42.
Yeah.
What level is Vorath? Is he 3? 2? Level
3.
3? Nice. We're going to have some level ups after this.
Hey, I'm gonna do that right now.
$38 total for me.
38. Just waiting on Orwin's.
Almost there.
If all of ours are counting as a crit, then
Essentially, what's going to happen here is Orwin's going to kick everything off with the blinding aspect of everything, to give the bad dragon essentially no chance in this fight, allowing you all to combine your efforts into a single magnificent blow. Never seen a Loxodon and 2 Dragonborns blow a bed before, but it's gonna happen.
Hey,
Just as soon as we get
anything
some
can
damage.
happen in this weird world.
This weird world of ours.
Yep.
Anything can happen when two people share a cell together, cuz. I killed the shit out of this dragon. Good job, boys. Hey, we did it.
I think I did that right.
Give me a number, baby.
So those are some pretty fun rolls. I forgot about my fire elephant as well, so I rolled for them as well. So I'm gonna do that's with a crit with adding the bonuses, not twice. I remembered this time. That's gonna be a flat for 20 damage. It's gonna be blinded, and I presume it's not gonna have it. It's made out of wood, and as it's screaming, if you will, roaring, my fire elephant is going to get up in its face and pump its flame seed into there, dealing another 20 damage. I'm not kidding. The thing is actually called flame seed.
Yep. No, I know.
Yep. Another 20 damage in there, so I'm kicking it off with 40, and it's blinded, assuming it failed. That's it.
Is that your total
DC.
damage? Is the 40?
Yeah.
Excellent. So we have a combined 140 damage between all of you,
God
between all of
damn.
your abilities.
By the gods.
Would it surprise you to know that the bed has damage vulnerability to fire? I don't think it would.
No. No.
So, I don't think it would. Fuck. So, you obliterate this bed dragon wormling, shatter it into a million pieces, and you find, amongst the debris, the wand of true polymorph. Let me find that last little bit of the adventure here. When it's weird because I've never skipped so much of an adventure before tonight. Like I'm literally skipping whole ass paragraphs of text.
Because it's not really needed, I guess, currently.
Because I mean, this whole Noak was supposed to like trail you through the but like you just immediately killed him.
He got Fusro shocked or something.
He got Fusro shocked.
Throw shock.
I
am the Dragonborn.
Let's see, where are we here? When the dragon is defeated, where are you?
Probably towards the end.
Dragon is defeated. It explodes in totality, and that very explosion pulls in on itself, releasing a shockwave in a blinding light. You attempt to shield your eyes and brace to keep from blowing away, which you do successfully. Noak is already dead because you obliterated him many, many times before. He's not riding the bad dragon, and he's already dead.
Actually, no, he's not dead. He's right next to us, actually.
He was supposed to have like this big moment
He's
where he
right
takes the
here,
wand and like tries to
actually.
like fuck you all up, but then it backfires and it turns him into a gibbering mouther, which then you fight, but that's not necessary
No,
anymore.
it's me, Noak, Dragon Bed.
I don't know what gibbering mouther is.
Could you imagine?
Gibbering mouthers are horrible.
They are fucking.
Giant
God.
Brett says to you, I'm so sorry I made you go through all this. I did not expect it to turn out like this. Though, what's done is done, and the past cannot be changed. So I ask but only one more thing of you. Please, use the wand to turn me back.
Before that, where's the
What's our?
where's the
fucking-
sheep?
Where is
Where's
our?
Where's the
fucking
real
rewards?
sheep? Yes. Where's the rewards and the real sheep?
Well, I believe that the real sheep is the friendship is along the way.
You mean the French sheep along the way?
Yes, bad.
Bah.
I'm gonna pick him up. Give him a nice kind of like a headlock, like a noogie. I'm gonna point to my fire elephant and say, "Hey, you see that right there?
Yes.
So did that dragon.
Sheep
are flammable too.
Yes, I know. I would like to very much not be one, like at all.
Where are you gonna get our sheep?
I'm sure there's many around here somewhere.
Where are you going to get the sheep for us, as you promised?
I don't know.
Well, you might want to figure that out pretty soon.
Hey, we got this wand, right? It's supposed to be
True
true
polymorph.
polymorph.
Yeah, and we can undo it too. Well, so he's gonna be a sheep forever. We're the only ones who can hear him.
Is
Yes,
there
I'm
like
very
a
much like
random
you did
table?
not to make me not a sheep.
Yeah. How do we know you're gonna get us our sheep that you promised?
It's
don't
fine.
know.
Just give
I
us
just-
treasure. We don't need to micromanage the sheep acquisition.
Is there a random? Is there like a random table in here?
I'll find a sheep.
Oh,
yeah.
there's so many tables.
I use a
Hey,
table to
I'm
fold
gonna
the
take the
bacon guy.
wand and see if I can't turn one of those tables into a random sheep.
Yeah. You attempt to do so, but the table sort of melts into a weird goo, and the wand sort of like sparkles and fizzes a little bit, and you go, "Oh no! It looks like the wand was damaged in the fight."
I'm glad we didn't try that on him.
Well,
I would have had
didn't
glue on
I
my
just
hands.
save your fucking life?
Now you owe us
Well,
2 sheep.
Not really, because if I remain in this form, I'm as good as dead. So please turn me back.
Look, I just turned
But
that
it was-
fucking table into goo. You really want me to use this on you?
Yes, I would like you to turn me back from a sheep. That is all I've been asking this entire night.
How do we know
Alright,
this will work?
Fuck it.
Try
I'm
to
gonna
use it
go.
on him.
I'm gonna go before he does that. I don't want goop on me. I don't want sheep goo on me.
All right. Please make an Arcana check.
Oh boy. Because this can't go horribly wrong at all.
I got a 16 if I can help at all.
Misty Mountain, welcome in.
Is
I hope
that
you had a
wrong?
fantastic stream. We are coming. Before you read that real quick, Red Panda, let me explain what's going on.
Yeah.
We're doing a wild sheep chase. We're a little low energy today after having an extremely long and successful weekend of Extra Life Playotic good fundraising. That number at the top there, it is not wrong. We have raised $4,100 or $4,180. It's absolutely incredible. Thanks to all the love and support of everybody. We are doing a wild sheep chase on the Unprepared. It's the Monday show where I run a one shot that I've not prepared. It's in the name, but we are at our conclusion, and essentially we have a sheep who sought out the party because his apprentice had used a wand of true polymorph on him and turned him into a sheep, and the sheep was asking for some help, and the party has been kind of belligerent, honestly. Not necessarily unjustified, but not innately helpful that you would think true adventuring heroes would be. But at the end of the day, they did kill the apprentice. They killed the guards. They killed the bad dragon bed dragon thing, and they now have the wand of true polymorph. And Shinebright is asking them, begging them to turn him back into his true form. Unfortunately, the wand has been broken, or damaged rather, during the fight. And when Ziggy attempted to use it on a table as sort of like a practice run to try to make another sheep out of it, because they really want a sheep, like a real sheep, it melted the table into goop. And so he's still begging and pleading. He's as good as dead if he remains a sheep. So he's begging and pleading for them to try it on him nonetheless, accepting those risks. And Ziggy has just attempted to use this true polymorph wand on Shinebright, despite the damage. And he used his Misty Mountain Gaming dice, which you can get 15% off of at mistymountaingaming.com using the code Playotic15, where Rob will personally handle any dice that do not roll natural 20s all day, every day.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. But they do have a lifetime guarantee against chips, cracks, and damage if you keep the receipt or the stuff that they came in, among all sorts of other neat things like rebinding journals if you pay
What's
for
that,
shipping
Lord?
to send it back.
Torm is speaking to me and says that I have to go and do his will.
Thank you. Thanks, Torm. Please do your will as you need.
This has been a
Ziggy, you
glorious
cast
adventure.
this. What was your Arcana cast for this true polymorph wand? 14. 14.
Yes.
Can I help or something at all if need be?
14. 14.
Doesn't he still have
You aim
inspiration?
the true polymorph wand at Shinebright, and you cast the spell. And a light envelops Shinebright, but it's dimmer this time.
Yeah, that music.
You can
changed, though.
see him through the light. He doesn't say anything, but you can tell by the look in his eyes that he's scared. He knows what's about to happen. Even if all of you don't realize it, a single tear runs down his blackened woolen face. His goat horns curled around his ears and his eyes. He tries to mouth, "Thank you." He does his best to hold the screams within him, but every so often you hear one slip out. You turn your heads away in respect. You don't want to disgrace this clearly gone wrong transformation. And as you're looking away, the light fades. You collectively look back, expecting to see a pile of bones and fur, maybe flesh. You don't know exactly if he deserved it. Perhaps he could have been a little bit nicer to him, but perhaps he could have been a little nicer to you. But at the end of the day, you are heroes. And you do what heroes do. No matter the cost to yourselves, no matter the cost to others. You stand for what's right and what's good. And so when you turn around, maybe feeling a little guilty about how the night had played out, you're greeted by a slender elven man.
Hey.
My gods, my body is back. I never thought this moment would come. I can't thank you enough. As you watch tears fall from his aged eyes, you all are truly heroes of the highest magnitude. And for that, I can never fully repair you. But whatever you want, whatever you need, I will gladly offer it in the name of Playotic Good. And that's the Unprepared, ladies and gentlemen, bringing it home for an epic conclusion to Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. I hope
yes.
that you enjoy our silly little show. I'm sorry that, I was a little combative tonight. I've only had a few hours of sleep, and I'm grumpy. I haven't had my Snickers. But I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
That's you being grumpy? Wow.
I did. I enjoyed it, but I must go.
Thank you,
child
Mick, for
needs
joining
me.
us. I know you have things to tend to. We are
Yeah,
at
no
8:57 p.m., 10
Hi,
o'clock
guys.
your time, so we've hit the
Yep.
post as far as I'm concerned. Let me check and see if there's anybody that we can raid. I'm going to get caught.
Let's see here.
How'd that feel?
I did not like that. I did not like that. I was gonna do that.
In case you didn't know how much we love
I
Playotic,
actually
it's on
had
the
a
TV.
feeling because like you were really pushing into that sad moment there. I'm like, he's gonna flip the fucking script.
Yeah. Yeah. I
See
try not to
here.
tip my hand too much, but I hope it was I hope it was worth the little
Oh
deception.
no, this is fun.
Excellent.
I love this shit. Not kidding. Love it.
Excellent. Well,
Ziggy's like, okay, I don't care about repair. I just want rewards.
yeah, sorry, I said repair. What I meant was reward.
I know. I figured
Yeah, I just can't speak right now.
the
My
joke
voice
is there though.
Absolutely. I don't want to delay too long because at the end of the day, I am extremely tired and I
You
would
need
like to go
sleep,
to
dude.
sleep.
Yes,
But before
sleep.
I do that, I want to remind everybody that we have Witchlight tomorrow. That's our normally scheduled Tuesday
Yes.
game. We are doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I would also like to take a moment. We're not going to do any memes tonight because it feels a little, I don't want to say inappropriate, but I do want to
I forget
get
to
this
check
donor
for-
roll going real quick as we take a moment to
don't think
bask
there's
in
any.
the glory. Oh, Mick's gone, so it looks weird. That's right. These are the heroes of Playotic. Everything that we do cannot be done without the help of these amazing people. And I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit while this credit rolls. Monday we do the Unprepared. It's weekly one-shots with zero prep. It's a rotating cast of characters. They all gain individual experience and loot based on their own levels of participation, and it is impacted directly by you through subscriptions, follows, channel points. It's got all kinds of wacky integrations that create all kinds of nonsense. Tuesday, it's a little bit more straight-laced, as straight-laced as Playotic can be with Wild Beyond the Witchlight. That's kind of like our two main things right now. We're trying to keep it simple because I understand, watching multiple hours of D&D content every week is a big ask, especially because I know we're not the only people that you want to go watch it from. You got Pandemonium, TTRPG, you got Minus One Cha, you've got Breakfast Guild, you've got Misty Mountain Streaming, of course. You've got all these fantastic people,
Yeah.
Killabean, Cross Comics and the Cross, Boomer Buck, all these people, and I'm terribly sorry if I'm forgetting people right now. I do have this handy dandy little button though, where you can find pretty much everybody that helped us this past weekend to put on Extra Life, because it would not be possible without their help and support. But that's really it. We are planning something a little special for the massive success that this past weekend has been. So stay tuned to the Discord for information on that as it's announced. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get ready to raid Architects of Fate. They are another interactive D&D game where you can impact the action through your abilities. So just let them know that we sent you, that we said hi. Look at that fucking total raise, $4,180
Damn.
because of all of you. So remember to spread chaotic kindness for Playotic good. And I do genuinely hope that you all have a wonderful night. I love you. I'm going to get some
Yes.
much needed sleep as soon as this raid now button lets me push it. So give me a second here. All right.
Tattoos information coming soon.
Yes.
Exactly. Have a good night,
I
everybody.
remember there being a thing about tattoos.
Shut up!
No.
I should
Someone in on it.
Jupes.
Give me a second to